We in there.
We in it?
We in it.
Let's get it.
We are in it to win it.
There we go. Hello. So,
What we doing?
it is Tuesday, and we are back live in the studio. Feeling good. I don't know about y'all. What y'all feel like?
I'm good. Going back to the movie
Yeah.
tonight. Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
No, we ain't got to talk about that. That's
What do you mean? We talking about something personal? What you what?
Yeah, ain't gotta go. I just got to get out of here on time. I already got my tickets. Gonna meet who I got to
You
meet.
ain't getting to rush us.
Shit,
'Cause you
I'm
tryna-
just gonna get up.
Because you trying to get
I got to roll.
tail.
Shit, watch out. I got to do my thing. Shit, for me to go back. I went last night to see.
Now, if
Bad
that was
Boys.
us, he would have been like,
Yeah, well, you know how it go.
So you know how it go, huh?
Mm,
So
here come the judge.
that's
we
what.
ready, let's kick it. Well, hello there. Oh, we are Tangy Tea of Life, and we are back with you good people on this Tuesday. Yes, Tangy Tea of Life is where we talk about any and everything. I am your host, Veronica. Thank you.
That's the movie call.
Back with you on this Tuesday. I have Vic White.
Yeah, I'm back for the second week in a row.
Okay. Vic White is back with us tonight. Hello.
What's going on?
Brother Fatine, all the way from WBLS radio station New York, is back with us. Hello, Fatine.
Hey, good to have. I don't know what I'm saying. Like I done had a drink, but I didn't. Good to be back.
All right.
Honestly, we got a sponsor tonight.
Yes, we do.
See, I had to remind you.
Thank you. Shouts out to Journey Soap Bar. This she absolutely have everything you need for your body for you to smell good at all times. Journey Soap Bar is located in Hartsville and also in Florence, 2 locations. Journey Soap Bar is definitely sponsoring Tangy Tea of Life. Father's Day, she's going to have a basket for a special father out there. And tonight, if you know, it's really going to the ones that the fathers, the men that are in our comments, that are commenting, that share our posts, that send stars. This is for you. This opportunity is for you to win a beautiful basket filled with so many goodies from Journey Soap Bar. Kendra is the owner, and like I said, she's located in 2 locations, Hartsville and also in Florence. And you can follow her on social media. She's on Facebook and also on Instagram. So make sure you check out Journey Soap Bar, from oils to soaps, which is my favorite. She have bath bombs. She have beard oils for the men, all kinds of things that you can think of. And all of it is made by her. It's all natural products. So make sure you check out Journey Soap Bar. You will not be disappointed. All right. Tell her, or whoever's working, Tangy Tea of Life sent you. All right. Welcome, all of you out there. Who do we have joining us so far? Welcome to Tangy Tea of Life, everyone. Hi, Ann. Hey, Darlene. Everyone out there watching, we appreciate y'all so much for tuning in tonight. So, how was you guys' weekend? Who would like to go first?
Victor.
I'm still on weekend strike.
Oh,
Oh, weekend strike. So I don't even know. Oh, yes, 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 yes. That's right.
Okay.
I forgot the all white party.
Uh-huh.
Le Blanc, no, Le Diner in Blanc. So the all white. This is the first time I went to the all white party down in Florence. I went to the one in Savannah. And, shouts out to all those people. I know Tori was one of the leaders, saw her out there, took a picture with her, posted that. I went with my family, my cousins, and family friend. Had a great time. I should not have wine in my hand and trying to sing the song. I just got to stop doing stuff like that. But it was good. It was nice. But I'm just telling them folks now, y'all can send out paperwork. I will be in a nice shorts outfit next year. I'm just letting y'all know that. So y'all can say whatever y'all want. I will be wearing shorts next year.
Okay, letting the legs out.
Oh, yeah, because that's how I roll.
Mm.
That's how I roll. But I want to say something to Victor, and I want to say something to my man Herm, is that Sunday is Father's Day. Before we get into letting which way we go, and I want to just wish these brothers happy Father's Day. But I want to take a moment just to salute them, for being the men that they are and the fathers. Because we come on here and we disagree or agree in whatever we do. But I told Victor, and I'll tell Herm the same thing. I have admiration when men, but also our brothers are doing the right thing. And, wishing you brothers a happy Father's Day and saluting you through the good and the bad. There's times when it's tough when you're raising children. Sometimes you have those challenges, and sometimes you don't see them. But that is part of making our children who they are. So salute to you, Victor, and salute to you, Brother Herm, for this coming Father's Day, my fellas. All right?
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. We appreciate y'all men doing what you're supposed to do. We appreciate, and I appreciate my father for, being in my life for 47 years.
He was probably longer than that, but you just going with 47 right now. That should be a compliment, I feel like, because if somebody's saying you're older than what you is and you look young, I don't see. That's just the thing, but
Thank you.
I was just talking about somebody else, but whatever.
Whatever. This lady actually thought I was in my 20s the other day.
She must have been farsighted.
Woo! Let's ring some bells in here. Forgot her glasses.
Oh, whatever. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Michelle. All of you out there for watching Tangy T. We appreciate y'all so much. I had an awesome weekend. So we had our Family and Friends Day at church on Saturday, Cherry
was
Grove
there.
Missionary Baptist Church. I ain't talking to you.
But I was there.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't speak. I heard from someone that Victor came out there, and Victor didn't even acknowledge me at all. He didn't come by to speak. He did, and then I hear he had a baby with him. I never even touched the baby.
Give me one of them imaginary cigarettes here so I can.
Yeah, I need to start bringing my.
Yeah, you bring that.
So I don't know who told you exactly what was going on, but they should have told you how long I stayed out there.
2 minutes.
I probably was out there maybe 3.5. But I went out there. It was hot, them flies, and he was sleepy. And I said, "This ain't it." I wouldn't I'd rather waste the gas than to put my child in a predicament where he gonna be cranky because he ain't gonna calm down even when we get back in the car. And he started fidgeting and doing all that, and I said, "Nah, we ain't doing this." So I left.
Even I was fidgeting.
So I'm telling you,
I had bugs I can't take, but I did have a great time with my church family and my family. All of us was there. We had a great time.
so how you say I didn't speak?
You didn't speak.
But then that means you didn't see me.
I didn't see you.
So that means that
How can you speak if he didn't see you?
I was there before you. We couldn't have been there at the same time.
She wanted
You
you to
ain't even thought about that.
She
Maybe
want-
I got there before you.
Yeah, she wants you to leave a hand note.
But
Because
they asked me, they was like, "You didn't see Victor?" I'm like, "Victor was here."
I wasn't there long. I was not there long. When I got there, Tyrone was there with them little ass shorts on.
Hey.
Tyrone was there with them little ass shorts on. I saw him. I saw mommy, and I saw her husband, and me and him was rapping. I saw Tyrone. I didn't want to forget. I think that was Zid. That's all I can remember who was there that I could see. Cause I didn't. I'm telling you, I wasn't there 3 minutes, maybe 4, maybe 4.
Yeah, and it was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
That must have was
Shouts
Sunday.
out to Jason.
That must have was Sunday then. 'Cause
That was
Saturday.
Saturday was
That sun, well, the sun was beaming. Like
It wasn't a
I mean,
cloud
we
in the
was-
sky.
What time
Yeah.
was it? What time?
12.
Oh damn, I didn't.
I got out there like
5.
1
I mean,
something,
12 to 4.
1 or 2 something
We
like that.
started out there till 5. So
Oh, if you got out there too, I was definitely there because I think I got out there about 1:30, maybe. Ann and I, maybe I can't remember.
Matter of fact, I think I saw her
Oh, if you saw Ann, you definitely. Oh, I was there because
Becau-
we came the same time.
because the health truck was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I had parked right next to the health truck. So I mean, you had to see me pushing the stroller if you would have saw me. So I mean, I don't know where you was,
I
but
think I was recording, probably getting some footage. You know, if you would like to hire me, if you're getting married, you having a party, whatever it may be, I pat myself on the back because I do extremely well with videos. So if you would like me to come out and at your event, hit me up. I would be glad to.
So if Noah has an event, you gonna charge Noah to shoot his event?
Absolutely, and probably twice.
Wow, boy, I swear, family will do you wrong, boy. Family will do you wrong.
I'm just saying. But yeah. But no, I did have 2 people mention that to me. They was like, you should think about going into like, what do you call it? Videography.
videography.
Mhm.
Yep. And I'm thinking about doing some
events
stuff down here
and,
too.
Like I must say that I do really well when it comes to videos. You check out my fitness videos and stuff.
Oh, you do a great job. I remember when you
the editing and all, it's all me.
Yeah, you do a great job
You
on
know?
that. And the more you do it and the more equipment you get, you'll see becomes even easier and you become more creative.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm looking for some work down here to create. So that's something I'm also looking at. I don't have the clientele like I do in New York. So I might have to go up to New York, but I'm traveling a lot starting next month. So, but I want to host a couple of things. Got to make a couple of dollars. Got to pay some bills because I'm traveling, so I need some extra money.
So, 2 things.
Mhm.
I forgot the first thing. I don't know. I think I'm getting a little touch of the forgetfulness because I don't remember shit no
I think
more.
it's something in the air. Like
Yeah. Oh, first of all, shout out. Hey, appreciate the shout out for Team. Hey, thank you for that. I'm pretty sure. I think Herm gave you the thumbs up too when you gave us our shout out. I want to shout you out for being a great father as well.
Thank you, fellas.
That's something that goes unnoticed. We unsung heroes. Me and my son had a conversation one time about his inspiration, and mama's gonna always be one, and it should be. We always tell our kids to make sure you take care of you, and you talk to your mama. So I appreciate that. And the second thing was it's a little, not really a topic, but it was something that kind of sparked some attention at work. We were talking about house etiquette, things that people can do and not do at your home. I got my pet peeves. Y'all know I have mine.
a lot.
It ain't really a lot. Just don't doo-doo in my house. But one thing I could tell you that will piss me off if you back in my damn driveway. If you back in my driveway at my house, I will cuss your ass out.
Why?
Understand that.
Why?
Because what I'm saying
I
is,
don't like to pull out. I don't like to back
whoa,
out.
Whoa.
whoa,
I don't like-
pause.
No, not that. Well, damn, you made me walk right into that one. Damn, I don't like to back out. That's what I mean. I mean, if I can back in, I like to, so I can drive on out. Damn,
Okay.
Whoa, whoa,
I
fatigue.
don't like to pull out. Well, damn it, I don't like to pull out shit.
Okay.
Okay, me neither. All right, then.
But
shit.
why is that, Victor? Why you don't like?
Because you don't live there. Like, all right, so, her driveway a little different, but I'm telling you, like, in my driveway,
Because you definitely back in his driveway.
no, I don't. A lot of times I pull straight through, but if I see something here, I come in and I back in, so it does look like that. See, her driveway a little different. I'm just say that. But if you back in my damn driveway, I will cuss you out. You can't even come in my house no more.
What kind of mess is that? I ain't starting.
I'm telling you. I mean, that's just
Don't start.
I ain't starting. 'Cause
that's just the, like, you got to understand, like, there's different sets of rules. If you don't live there, you don't back in. Like my son back then, when I said, man, you need to turn that car around. You don't live here.
What does that mean?
Bro, you just don't.
You actually made your son.
I asked him.
You'd have put me on.
I asked him, and he turned his car around.
I'm going upstairs, going to sleep. I guess you'd have put me on punishment.
So here come John. John in the comment section. Shots out to John. John, I'm gonna ask you something.
Oh boy.
If I came to your house, bro, and I backed my truck in your driveway, how would you feel? Could I back my car in your driveway? I'm just saying that.
You can back it in mine if I
And
have
John,
one.
do not agree with him just to agree because I know how y'all get down. Like,
You can
how
back
do
it
you
mine.
really feel about that?
I,
Yeah,
I would. To me, I don't mind you backing it because when you ready to go, and you might have a few drinks, and there's other people cars there, I feel more safer that if somebody backs in when they get there and they sober, and when they come out and they got a little bit of sauce in them, I'd rather you be able to look and see and make a left and right or whatever you're gonna do. So I don't have a problem with that. That's just not something that bothers me.
Man, listen, don't back it like that. That right there is basically you saying you challenging me. You can't back in my drive, no, bro. Don't back in my driveway. I'd rather you doo-doo in my house than to back in my driveway.
Challenge you for what? Just the back.
Don't back in my driveway. If I don't back in my driveway.
Yes, Dana, please try it and see what he's.
I'm telling you. Now, see, Dana gonna get cussed out. Dana gonna get cussed out. Don't Dana, don't follow her. I'm telling you, it's just certain things that you just I mean, I don't know, man. I got family members that's the same way. Like, don't do it. Just don't do it.
Yeah, and don't ring the doorbell. It's just there for show. Knock on the door. The doorbell. Don't ring the doorbell.
What my man say right
Oh
there?
gosh, nothing.
You don't pay no bills there.
I'm telling you.
And you ain't got Lance round your drawers for me. Pull your shit.
Okay, so it's okay if a female back in your driveway.
Hell no. She don't pay no.
And as long as if you don't have no lace around your drawers.
That's his rules. What I'm saying, if you don't pay no bills at my house, don't back your car in my driveway. I don't care if I done seen you naked. Don't.
I'm glad I know all this stuff. I'll wave at you as I drive by. Grab me a pack of ramen noodles and keep it moving. I just keep it moving.
So Dana says you pull on her mama grass.
I don't see my Aunt Vera saying nothing in these comment sections. Our Aunt Vera ain't complained not one time. That's the relationship me and my Aunt Vera got.
So what kind of pet peeve do you have, Fatine?
Come to my house. You can't smoke in my house. Can't smoke in my house. And I saw somebody put that on Facebook. Well, I won't come back. Like
I did see
we gonna
that.
look. Yeah, like we gonna lose sleep because you can't come back because I don't want you to smoke in my house. No, you ain't smoking in my house. That's all to it. You go outside or wherever you want to go, or get I'm not a big person. I hear people say about taking off your shoes and this, that, and the other. I don't stress that as much. I see it's something that I guess if I had a house that got that carpet all through the house, then I guess I'll do it a little bit more. But my cousin does that, but she make it convenient. She got slippers and things like that, slip-on socks. She makes it convenient for people to come and pull off their shoes. But that's my pet peeve. You just can't really smoke in my house.
Can they open your refrigerator without your permission?
No. No, you gotta ask.
Yeah.
You know, you family is a little different.
It is, I'm talking about the guests, you know.
Yeah.
They just get up and just.
Yeah, I mean, like I give it to. I'll be honest with you. Let's just say I knew y'all I know y'all now, and you come to my house, and you be like, I mean, you can ask, but after a while, I'll be like, yo, man, just go ahead and get you a beer.
Nah, I still wouldn't feel comfortable going.
I don't have a problem if like Vic say, yo, you got a beer in there or whatever, or but I do, yeah, you gotta ask. People just going in your refrigerator randomly is not cool. And then and we had a thing. My mother was big on this. Don't go in the refrigerator. Don't touch no pots, no food without washing your hands.
There you go.
Without washing your hands, don't do anything. So my mom's gone now. And when I go to the house now, coming from outside, I wash my hands.
So where you wash your hands at?
Well, as a kid, I washed it in the bathroom. Now, unfortunately, I do it in the kitchen sink sometimes.
I got one of my aunts. She cannot stand that. Do not wash your hands in her kitchen sink. She does not play that.
Because they do more food. I don't clean chicken. I don't clean turkey wings. I don't clean food right there, and you know what I'm saying. But I do. Again, I don't have a problem with that. If there's a lady in my house, which is not right now, and said I don't want you washing your hands at the sink, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I have no problem with that. I have 2 bathrooms.
She's Shanetta.
Shanita trying to ruffle some feathers here tonight.
Can I use your driveway to bust a U-turn? I've done that there in Jersey in the past. Nowadays, you might get shot.
Well, see, my driveway, you'd have to run on my grass to bust a U-turn. My driveway's not that wide. I mean, it's 3 cars can get in there, but you run on my grass, I'm going to go to your ass. And not the way you probably want me to. But please, just see, in the South, man, it's different, man. Like, you can't, like, my grass is spotchy anyway. I'm not yard of the year. I'ma never win yard of the year. But I'm proud of my little brown shit. You know what I'm saying? Just I tell my mama all the time, I'll get off my grass.
You know what I'm proud of?
What's that?
Your hair is really getting long.
Oh, God,
Look
here we go.
at it.
Here we go. I got a question for you, Vic.
What's that?
So,
Can I have a moment with his hair?
yeah, no, I ain't going there.
You know you're not supposed to touch black people
Yeah,
hair to start
exactly.
with. But go ahead.
You don't mind. You
Exactly.
like when
This
I
is your
touch you.
woman. Exactly. So, Vic, this happened. I'm coming from Myrtle Beach.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a South Carolina resident, so I don't have a license. I'm not carrying a weapon. And we get a tornado warning. We coming from the beach. We coming to Florence first because we got to pick up the kids to go back to Hanifa's mom's. Tornado warning comes out. The wind's picking up. So I'm like, we need to get off this road. So there was a house with like a kind of, it wasn't a shed, but it was kind of open driveway that it was clear. So I pulled in there. My wife, that's what I'm asking. My wife went ballistic. Fatine, they come out here and they shoot you on your ass and this, that, and other. And I said, I understand, but I don't know where this, if a tornado comes up in the street and we've been blown away, I'm going to take my chances. And it seems like when we did go in there, it was nobody home. But, do you think the person would be considerate doing that? There's a storm?
Got some mean people out there.
Yeah,
some people don't
so
want you
that's
in
why
their
I'm gonna
driveway
admit
at all. Like,
Especially if there's a storm. I would take that in consideration.
Because I'm more prone to shoot than you are. I just say that. I ain't trying to talk your personal business. I don't know if you carry a gun or not.
I do.
But if I pulled up and there was an unknown car in my driveway, yeah, I'm not saying I would shoot, but I would approach the situation I would be very vigilant. I'll be on 9.
Got it.
Especially if you in my yard.
Right. Got it. I just asked, because she got on me. She's like, she
She's
jumped.
from here, right?
Yeah, so yeah. So, so I was like, I didn't know. My thing is, you try to get to safety. If I could have got under a embankment, I would have. I couldn't get to an embankment, so I did what I felt was the next best thing. So.
All right. So, if all hearts and minds are clear, we're going to get into this email letter. Are y'all ready?
One more thing.
Sure.
One more thing. I don't know if y'all seen the Michael Rainey Jr. video. The guy that was Tariq St. Patrick. You seen that? The guy that's Tariq St. Patrick, he did a live stream and this woman groped him.
Wow.
And now he's thinking about taking legal action against her. But 50 Cent clowned him and was like, hey, that was a woman. And I'm like, bro, that's not cool. Nobody should be touched. Me and my
They don't want to be.
yeah, and me and my cousin was talking about that. But if you get a chance, look at you can kind of see her, but she grabbed him right in his junk.
Oh,
Yeah, I
On
mean,
live,
yeah.
fam.
So I think you got to send a message. You got to send a message because that one violator opens the door for numerous violators. And even though we're men, that's just a violation, and nobody should be doing that. So if he decides, I hear what 50 Cent, says, but if he got groped in on Jamaica Avenue in Queens, I don't know what he would do. So
yeah. That's inappropriate.
yeah,
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate. What I said.
you said I'm inappropriate.
Oh, inappropriate.
You tired? Don't worry about
Yeah.
it. Let you
I
smoke a
am
J
tired.
tonight, and you be good.
Damn.
I don't want that.
You don't want that? That make you feel good, girl.
No, I pass.
Get them endorphins rolling.
Alrighty, so we have an email letter, as I stated. Welcome everyone who is just joining us. This is Tanky Tea of Life, where we talk about any and everything, relationships, things going on in our area, whatever the case may be. We have guests from time to time. Next week, hopefully, we'll have a guest sitting in with us. So it'll be 4 chairs filled instead of 3. But yes, welcome to Tanky Tea of Life, being brought to you by Journey Soap Bar. Kendra is the owner, and she has 2 locations, Hartsville and also Florence. And men out there in the comments, we are going to put your name in a drawing. You send us stars. Thank you, Slav, for your stars. I saw that earlier. Thank you so much. Your name is going to go in the drawing as well. So you share this video, and this is for the men. Father's Day is Sunday. So Kendra is going to put together a basket for the men. Nice basket, I already know that, because she have great products, all natural products, healthy for your skin. So yeah, Journey Soap Bar, make sure you check her out, Hartsville and also Florence. And you can follow her on social media, Facebook, and also on Instagram. Thank you, Kendra.
So my thing, what you said was dope. All fathers, but all you women that got mustaches do not qualify. I know some of y'all look like men in the morning or after about 5 or 6 days of not shaving your beard off. But please do not think you're gonna win this Father's Day basket if you just because you look like a man on certain days of the week.
Or sound like one when you wake
Or
up.
sound like one in the morning. Yeah.
Why? Why? Oh, why?
Oh man.
Alrighty then.
Let's go.
All right. So email letter. Here we go. Dear Tangy T, I just started watching your show back in January, and I must say the laughs you've given me while dealing with personal issues has really helped me grow and try to begin a healing process. I am a 33-year-old math teacher with a 13-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 9 years, but we've been together for a total of 15 years. To this day, he is the first and only man I've ever been sexually active with. And over the years, I've done everything I feel should be done to keep him happy. I've never cheated. He comes home to a clean house, and mostly if my job doesn't have me in late meetings or some type of conference, I'm able to get home in time enough for him to have home cooked meals. Enough of the small talk. He hasn't touched me in 7 months. Yes, you're reading this correctly. I said 7 months. I asked him what's going on and why hasn't he been intimate with me. His response was he can be intimate with me without his hip movement being involved. I told him it's not normal for a husband and wife to not have sex for his long wait. I told him it's not normal for a husband and wife to not have sex for this long unless someone else is in the picture. He told me I was selfish and needed to look in the mirror, and what I see in the mirror is all the answers I need. Although he pays all the bills, I do ask him all the time, does he need any money towards them? He doesn't like to go places. He doesn't like to go places, hang out. He doesn't hang out like that. But I sometimes meet my sorority sisters and friends just to take a break, if that makes sense. I really don't see how I'm being selfish or what I'm doing wrong, but I really could use some advice. But what I really need shouldn't have to be said. LOL. Sincerely, it's no way he's gone this long unless his period is on. Sorry, but not sorry. Mm. Well, first of all, thank you so much for writing your email letter. We appreciate you. That is very difficult. 7 months not having sex with the man I call my husband. That's a very long time. And for him to call her selfish, I'm trying to figure out where is he getting this from. I don't know what's going on inside their household. I don't know what kind of person she is. I don't know how she acts towards her husband. I don't know if she held off from having sex with him once before and he's paying her back. I don't know what the problem is inside the household to make your husband not want to have sex with you for 7 long months. 7 days is a long time. 7 weeks is a long time. 7 months, that's a very long time to not be intimate with someone you call your husband. I don't know. I mean, maybe something could be going on health-wise that he don't want to share with you. There's all types of things that could be going on. I don't want to say he's cheating, but at the same time, I'm like, something is going on. It's not normal for a man to go without sex for 7 months. I think so. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a man. I'm just saying.
Go
What
back.
the hell? What is going on? You
Go
both
back to the part in the letter when she said that she's selfish and to look in the mirror. Go back to that part and read that.
She didn't
Please.
say she selfish. She said he said that.
That's what I'm saying. Go back to that part.
And read it again.
Yes.
All right, wait a minute. Let me find it. I don't know what your point is because I'm saying.
Exactly. You don't know what the point
Is. That's the problem.
First of all, it's my time to speak.
Go ahead.
Right, but
Hello?
right.
So what I'm saying is, I don't know what did you miss the part where I just said I don't know what's going on in the household. I don't know if she withholds sex from him before and he's paying her back. I don't know what kind of attitude or whatever she have towards
We
him.
heard everything
I
you
don't
said.
know what is going on in the household.
You
to
displaying
make
it right
him-
now.
Yeah,
So-
you said all that, so that's why we were coming behind you because you said all that. So
Okay,
that's
and
why I
so
said
why
go back
y'all
to that.
laughing at the
No, we
We're
didn't
not
laugh.
laughing. We
Look at
ain't
that.
laughing.
The whole thing is you're missing. He told her what the problem is.
It's her. So
She's the problem.
But she wrote the letter, so I'm going by what she is saying.
But she said that
I don't understand what's the problem.
read that part. Just read that part
Like
again.
I'm making this is
Okay.
my time to make my point, right? Y'all gonna have y'all time to make y'all point, right?
I
Okay,
thought you
so
was
give me but I'm finished. Go ahead, Victor.
Can you read that part in the letter where she said what he said about her, please?
Able enough to small talk.
Yeah.
Ask me. Wait, let me find it. Okay, he told me I was selfish and needed to look in the mirror, and what I see in the mirror is all the answers I need.
That's exactly what the problem is.
What's the problem?
her. She's the problem.
Didn't I just say that she could be the problem? Did I not
You
say
said could be.
Could be,
But
she
she
is the
is.
problem.
he say that?
And that's the
That's why
problem.
I don't
that's
wanna
why he's
sleep
not
with
touching
that.
her.
Yeah,
that's
that's
why
why-
he's not touching her.
Facts.
Okay,
That's
go
why
ahead.
he's not touching her. And I've been there. See, I've been there before.
But Tina-
So I've been there. So what happens is a lot of times we complain about something and it goes unnoticed. And then when we shut down, I was going to go the direction when you said it could be health, it could be cheating. But when that part came up, that was the answer. Because that's it. Because he basically said, look your ass in the mirror. Because basically, that's the problem. That's why I'm not touching you. You're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We can't go around the block on this one. Because he basically told you, this is the problem. And he's probably been saying it over and over and over, and there's been no rectification to some of the issues that he has brought up. She hasn't gone into if there are issues. But basically he's saying,
you know
take
that?
your, because he
How do
said,
you know
look
she
into
haven't
the,
went to him and
I don't know if that's the case. I don't know that. I'm just going to zero in what she said. He said, you're selfish. Take a look in the mirror and you'll find all the answers you need. That's why I'm not touching you. We go around the block what it could be, this, that, and other. He said what it
already
is.
told
He's
her.
not happy.
So what are you going to do about it?
No, it's not what he needs to do about it.
She gonna do it.
What is
What
she?
are they both going to do about
He
it?
ain't got. He's already
It's a
doing it.
marriage. What are they both going to do? Are
See-
y'all going to have a conversation? Are y'all going to sit down?
No,
and
he's
try to work
already
it
done.
out
He's already done talked to her,
by
Exactly.
saying she's selfish?
and she's not taking accountability for her
Exactly.
actions. That's the problem. She wants to sit here and think that he's cheating or whatever. When he told her to look in the mirror and you'll have all the answers on why I'm not touching you, it's because of you.
Exactly. And
That's
what-
it.
So I'm supposed to understand without you breaking down what you mean. It's
Veronica.
me. No, I'm asking a question. If you tell me you're the problem, look in the mirror. Is that all you're going to say to me? Or are you going to break down what the problem
Well,
really is? Are you going to break down it's you.
But-
You talk too much. It's you. You don't spend quality time with me. It's you. Are you just
But
going to
she
tell
gotta
me, just a
explain-
minute? Are you just going to tell me to look in the mirror?
Veronica, she got to tell us that. We don't know that. She wrote the letter, and
And
he,
I'm going by what's in it. That's what we do all the time, right? We go by what's written
right.
in the
But he
letter.
said to her, look in the mirror. She didn't go through the details and say, okay, he has said the complaint. The bottom line is he said this is the problem. Basically, we're trying to tell you as this is one thing that some of y'all women don't understand. When we men say something, y'all go all around the world. This is very simple. He has complained about something. He's not happy, and it's a turnoff. He's not motivated, and he's not turned off. We don't know what it is, but what he has said that she has revealed in her letter is that look in the mirror, and you will you will get all your answers. That means
that's
look
not
at the
the-
reflection. She has to tell us that.
No, she don't have to tell you that because
How-
I'm explaining it to you all, right? So the only thing y'all is saying is her.
It is.
He's telling her to
is her.
wait a minute. He telling her to look in the mirror. So my question to you all is, why is it just that she needs to look in the mirror? Are you not going to break down why the fact
Because
of,
we
Are you not going to
can't.
break down the fact of what do you mean
We
you can't?
can't because we don't know what his problems are. We don't know the specifics of it.
No. I'm not talking about him. I ask you guys. I said, if you told me, I looked at Victor and I said, if you told me that you had a problem with me, you're going to tell me to look in the mirror?
Yes.
What else are you going to tell me?
Nothing, because you are the problem.
But why
listen,
is it
listen,
the problem?
Just
Why am I the problem?
That right there is the
My
problem.
mouth?
The entire thing from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet is fucked up.
Tell
That's-
me why.
Okay, so I'll give it
Thank
to
you.
I'll give it to you.
It ain't- I don't think
So he said,
Tell me
okay, I'm gonna
something.
give you something, Veronica, because since I've lived this. So the bottom line is the selfish part. I didn't go through the selfish part, but I got tired of initiating. I got tired of initiating all the time. I got tired of certain other things to the point that you didn't listen to what my complaints were, to the point that my concerns didn't matter, so I shut down physically because now I'm not aroused to deal with you because what I see turns me off.
Facts.
Your personality, character flaws, or bad habits can turn a person off. That's what I'm saying.
But you,
Why are you telling her that? Did
But-
you tell her that? That's what I'm asking you. Did you
yes,
tell her?
I did. I did. Yes.
Okay, well, thank you. That's what
Yes.
I'm saying.
Yes.
You broke it down to let her know what it. You didn't just
But
say.
after 7
you didn't just
years,
say,
you don't
look-
continue to break that down.
Okay, that's
after
different.
7 years.
You didn't just tell her to go look in the mirror. That's
No.
not telling me anything. That is the whole point I'm trying to make. Don't tell me to just go look in the mirror. Have a conversation with me. We are adults. Have a conversation with me. Let me know what the problem is. Okay, yeah, I may know the fact of I talk too much. I may understand that my tone and my voice is too much. I may understand I don't spend enough time with you. Break it down for me.
you just broke it down.
But I want to hear it from you.
No.
Why?
Because that's what.
Y'all are grown.
See, that's where that bullshit
That's the problem because y'all don't like to conversate. I shouldn't have to assume what the issue is in our marriage or in our relationship.
What the issue is.
I shouldn't have. I'm assuming that's the issue. I'm assuming that.
But you know your mouth is a problem. You know your attitude's a problem.
But you never
don't
told
you
me
know?
that.
But
You never
don't
told
you
me
know that? Don't you know if you got a problem, child?
You.
That's self-awareness. So go ahead.
I just say what Yoshi said.
Which
Thank
one?
you,
Yoshi
Nicole.
says she already knows what Yoshi says she already knows what the issue is and what she needs to do. She needs
Okay, but go back and read Yoshi's question behind Nicole's if you want to go
Okay,
there.
well, I mean, we can read all of Yoshi comments. Says, hey, y'all, sometimes these issues with the advice letters is that writers are not giving all the information and they already know the answer.
Why are you giving the bell?
I'm giving the bell because I agree with what he's saying.
Yeah, so then Nicole says a little, where is it? Where's Nicole at? Somewhere.
Is her physical body not attractive? Why do she need to look in the mirror if she not good enough for him? Wow. And Yoshi come back and say, I agree with this. He might not have been clear there.
So let me explain something to you. And I can only speak for myself. Your biggest flaw is always going to be you. I see you gaining weight, but if I truly love you, I love all of you. If I'm not sitting there working out with you and doing all this and saying all this with you and you start gaining pounds, I'm cool. I can't speak for everybody else. But if you want to sit here and take no accountability because the man said look in the mirror and every woman out here is saying, oh, she must have gained weight. No, it's you. It is you as a person, an entity. What did Tupac say? F you as a record label and as a effing crew. You are the problem.
And another female in the chat says, Brittany says, for him to say it like that, he's already told her multiple
Say it like
times
what
the issue is.
Okay, look in the mirror. What's that telling me?
No, not that. He's told her multiple times that there's a problem. There's a problem.
When?
It ain't.
That she didn't put that in the letter.
That-
Where did you get that from?
Why don't she?
That's not in the letter.
Since she white, why don't she? If she's
let me
gonna
read
be,
that again, 'cause
look,
I
if
didn't
she's
see
gonna
that.
be, if she's gonna be transparent, why don't she contact you via typing now and tell us, has there been some complaints? 7 years is a long time. 7
Big
years,
facts.
and
But
for
7
him to
years
say
for
that, and
what?
I've been there.
7 years for what?
No sex.
7 months.
Well,
not
he's
years.
speaking from
7
experience.
months.
I'm saying 7 months. Fine, it doesn't matter. Bottom line is he's not happy.
He ain't happy.
So only thing we can go on is she give us more information. We've asked that before. Give us all more information. Has your husband basically complained about some things and that were those things dealt with and the problem still exists? Or did he complain and honestly you didn't do anything about that?
Well, the thing about it, he would have to write in and say, yes, I did complain, because she's already taken zero accountability for her fault in why they're not having to sleep together in 7 months. But I will say this, it's cool when a woman holds sex back from us and we're sitting over here complaining, because if a man would have wrote that letter saying my wife ain't giving me sex, well, what you did, I know you did something. You probably cheated. You probably did this. Y'all would have came up with every excuse. I did not say you. I said y'all. By y'all, meaning a body of women.
No, I ain't talking about that. I was
Okay,
just saying
but let me.
at the beginning.
You're right. No, go ahead.
No, I was saying at the beginning. I made that clear. I was like, if it was her withholding sex from him, so it goes both ways. Either way, neither party should be holding sex from one another.
So if I'm not attracted to you, and I don't want to be intimate with you, you turned into somebody else. So it's like having sex with a stranger. Mm-hmm. I don't want to be around you. So your attitude is the biggest turnoff. I don't care what your body look like. I fell in love with you. So the moment the disrespect enters the relationship, you start going from a 10 to a 9, whatever, till it gets down to the point that you just downright ugly to me, and I don't even want to look at you no more. We could be in a marriage, and I could find you completely disgusting, and you can be a beautiful woman because your mouth is fucked up.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to have that conversation with her?
No, because we done had this conversation. You know why I ain't going to have this conversation with you? Because I have expressed to you so many times, and so many times I done said, you talking to me fucked up. Your tone is messed up.
Then you letting her know.
No,
what
listen.
I'm saying.
We grown. You know how to talk to an adult. If you don't talk to your boss in the same tone that you talking to me, don't come at me with that bullshit. Because if you want to sit in here and raise your voice at me, and I'm supposed to be your lover, your provider, and your protector, and you telling me fuck you, bitch, and this, that, and the other, and you think I'm going to come back and swing the block and want to hold your damn stinking ass hand? Yeah. Hell no.
Now, there's another thing I'm going to jump out here. I'm going to reach now because I think I got the answer. But there's something else she said in that letter. There's something else that she said in that letter, and I don't give a damn how y'all feel on it. She said, now, maybe it's on her part, maybe it's not on his part, but I'm looking at it. That's my child. That's my, high school sweetheart, she said. She had a 13-year-old son and a 10-year-old daughter. Basically, she has not cheated. She's been with one man. Let's just say, because she didn't say he cheated, she might have put it out there. She hasn't been touched, so she could put it out there inference that maybe he has stepped out. But let's just say he hasn't. That whole thing about that being with that one person, and since high school, things change. Things change.
It is true.
And when you with one person, I'm going to tell you, I mean, you can be in love and this, that, and other, and some of y'all that have been with one person, more power to you. But I'm going to tell you, there's a lot of people that have just not been with one person. And I'm telling you, things change, appetites change. I just had a conversation with somebody said that they was dealing with a childhood sweetheart, but when they got in their late 20s and early 30s, their whole idea of life changed. Right. So how they looked at the person was different now. And now you just been with one person. Don't tell me curiosity's not out there. And what you may be attracted to now has changed. I can't overlook that part in the letter neither.
So I know a guy. I ain't gonna say how I know him, but I know a guy. He's been with one person. He grew up in the church. He's in his 30s now. His wife supposedly been with one person. And I tell this dude all the time because he likes to look at Instagram and like pictures and all that. I said, bro, what you got right now is what some people who burnt out wish they can do. I said, if your woman doing everything for you, I wish I could do the same thing. I say that because I've been in experiences that I wish I could take back. You know what I'm saying? I wish, and I'm pretty sure some people could say the same thing about me. I wish I never would have been with him. But what I'm saying is sometimes what you don't know may be good for you. So if you find that one person you vibe with and you hit a little rough, rocky patch, it's okay. It's okay not to step out. But sometimes people do outgrow each other. It's just the way of life.
To it, and you can't get mad about that,
no.
Because when you get married, you'll have your own views and visions and beliefs from religion and this, that, and other. But a lot of times, marriage is not a contract for always, forever. It's just not always that, And it doesn't mean that you got to be a bitter end. That's why I keep saying breakups sometimes come to the point that you outgrow one another. That's real.
I agree with you on that.
They outgrow one another. Yes. Your studio. You better come on this mic.
So you probably should either type it or something. But come on. While he getting situated. One thing I will say, when you say outgrowing friendships, people take friendships for granted. Just like even in relationships. What I feel like what some people do is Fatima always be there. Fatima always do this and always do that. I can play over Fatima like that, and I know he ain't going nowhere. Or I can play over Veronica like that and say this and say that and do this and do that because she's always been there in the past. But sometimes you get tired of the same malarkey each and every day with this person bringing you their bullshit till you had enough and say, I don't want to deal with you no more.
Correct. That's good. Correct. And I see it go both ways. It's not just it goes both ways. I've seen a woman look at her man with disgust. And I've seen after they break up, they became better friends. They became better friends because sometimes you just don't need to be in that energy. That's why sometimes I always say I'm friends with a lot of women and I'm comfortable there because I felt that a relationship would take the friendship and I would rather hold on to the friendship than blow it over some backside sometime. Because to me, a friendship sometimes it's so good to have a friendship that you can always pull on that person and usually physically, the energy is here. When you get in a relationship and you start taking each other for granted, there's some loss of respect for each other. There's a certain loss of how you talk, how you move, how you dress. You understand? So that's why I'm saying we get too comfortable in relationships at the end of the day. That's my opinion. That's why sometimes I'm just glad that I have numerous friendships, because my friendships that were 20 and 30 years ago, they are still as strong as they were then. And I'm glad about that.
Herman?
Your mic is not up.
What we said that? So coming back over here for a second while everything getting situated. Tyrone says attitude, perspective, and demeanor can be a turn off too.
Sure can.
Listening to the letter, for that guy to say, look in the mirror, all your answers there, he's been telling her this. This ain't nothing new. He's been telling her this. She's just been ignoring it. And I'm going to just say it like it is. She probably doing just like you doing right now. He's straight up telling her, you got 3 people here saying the same thing, and you not hearing it.
3 men.
But you're not
And I'm
hearing
the only woman.
But the thing
So yeah,
to it
I'm
is,
going to. You go ahead.
you got to understand, you need to listen and not listen with your feelings. It's there. He's telling you. He literally straight up telling you that, look in the mirror. And I guarantee you, for a man to say something like that, he had to been telling her that for a while.
Of course.
Okay.
And even
I'm
women
going
in the
by.
chat.
I'm going by. They can. That's cool. I'm going by what was in the letter. That's all I can go by is what she said. She said when she asked him what was the problem, the only thing he told her was she was selfish and to look in the mirror. That my question was to Victor and Fatine, are you going to have a conversation with your significant other? Are you just going to tell them to look in the mirror? That was my whole thing. I know it got to be something else. I'm not slow. It can't be just what she put in this letter. It got to be something for this man to withhold sex from her for 7 whole months. But my thing was, what else are you going to tell me besides look in the mirror? That's the only thing. Are we going to have a conversation? You saying that he probably had conversations before. I'm going by what she wrote in the letter, which was what I just said.
You're not. You see, once again, you're not. We hear what you're saying. We comprehend it. But us as men, we done been down this road. We're telling you exactly what you don't want to hear. The problem you're saying, are we gonna have a conversation about what's wrong? We're telling you we've already done that. That has already happened.
Okay.
All the times, I need for you to understand what we're saying. All the times that's leading up to this is all the conversations that we had. Well, what's wrong with you today? I ain't like the way you talked to me yesterday. I don't like this. I don't like that. Until the point that I don't want to be around you no more. This did not just start. I'm telling you this. He didn't just come in one day and say, I don't want to look in the mirror. He didn't do that.
No. Okay. And let me just say this, Victor, and I'm not trying to be funny on this, but if you go back to geometry, and when they say certain things, A and B and C, this to equal that and that, means that it's equal or congruent to the other side. What we're saying is that there's a language that is certain expressions that is said that is inference. When he said, you take a look in the mirror and you'll get all your answers, that response is frustration. That's a frustration answer.
I ain't want to hurt your feelings.
That's a frustration, meaning that we've been here before. So you asking the same damn thing, but this is a frustration answer. That's why when you asked, would we explain it, and we said we've already done, because that's a frustration response, because we've all probably have done this. That's a frustration answer.
That is fact.
We know that what that response is. That's a frustration answer, means that he's done that.
I'm pretty sure it is a frustration answer. I'm pretty sure it is. The only thing I was saying was, are we going to have a conversation instead of you just saying, look in the mirror?
Okay, so
I'm going by what she wrote in the letter. Y'all probably 100% correct.
The answer is no. The answer is no. We're not going to have a conversation.
Because you already been telling me this.
Yes.
Let me
No,
say
I-
this.
When are you gonna wake up and do something about
You've been telling
it?
me this by saying, I'm tired of you talking to me like this.
No,
Or I'm tired of you doing this.
no.
Or you just said that.
I'm tell you what he said.
Go ahead. Go ahead, her.
No, you say what you just said.
I said no because I've already told you multiple times.
And you told me how.
In the previous conversations, I've told you this is not what I like. So I'm at my breaking point now that I don't want to be around you. Will we have a conversation? No more. I'm not talking to you
Because
no
that
more.
is the way you conversating with me.
I've
No.
already had the
I'm
conversation.
asking the
That's
question.
not what it
Yeah,
means. I'll tell
and let
you
me
what
just
it
say
means.
this one thing, Marv,
Go ahead.
and he said another thing that I've been there. He said, I can be intimate with you without moving my hips. And when he said that, that means that he still loves her, but he can't touch her because he's not motivated to touch her and he's probably not aroused to touch her. So why go through those motions? You understand what I'm saying? So that's another thing that I've been there. And we did everything, laugh, joke, hold hands, put my arm around you. But when it came to the intimate part, I cringed it because I wasn't turned on. I wasn't turned on and I wasn't motivated, but that didn't take away my love. So when he made that statement, that's why I'm saying I walked this. I can't sympathize there. I can empathize because I walked this walk before.
Go ahead, Herman.
Okay. I'm gonna try to break this down a little, maybe a slightly different. There was 3 parts to that thing. He said the first part. He said you selfish.
Mm-hmm.
Then he said look in the mirror, and then he said all your answers are there. When he told her that you're being selfish, it's obvious there's no conversation that can be had because it's obvious she probably gaslighting the hell out of him because he can't talk to her. If he telling her she's selfish, it's a reason he's saying she's selfish. Don't overlook that part. She's being selfish. He's telling her. That's the conversation right there. You selfish.
Mm-hmm.
So how can I have a conversation with a selfish person?
Meaning, when I say conversation, have you had a conversation with, like, have y'all sat down and had a conversation about the issue? How did it lead up to the 7 months not having?
Okay.
Something wasn't done.
Hold on. Let me say. The conversation. The man just told you that you're selfish. How can you have a conversation with a selfish person? Answer that.
You can have a conversation. If you want to have a conversation, you can have a conversation. Let me explain to you why I say that you're selfish. Let's have a conversation. See, this is why a lot of
Why do I have to sit here?
relationships in marriages and stuff don't work because we don't want to sit down and we don't want to have a conversation. We say things, we assume things, like we'll say little stuff that we hope that you should know what I mean when I tell you, when I say, listen, you're going to stop talking to me with that tone. Or listen, you need to stop hanging out with your friends. You need to start spending more time with me. My whole thing is, okay, they should be getting it. They should be getting that what you're saying. But at the same time, sometimes people don't understand until you sit they down and have a conversation. Some people, you really have to sit down and be like, listen, I'm telling you this.
I'm going to give you a perfect.
I've been giving you warnings or whatever. You're not getting it. So let me sit you down and have this. Some people, I didn't say everybody.
Who's the problem then? If you're sitting there saying that, who's the problem?
It most likely is them. They don't
then,
want to
so
hear
then
what
that-
they're saying.
Just accountability.
Some people don't take accountability, and we all know that.
So that's what we're saying. She need to take accountability. Listen, I posted on Facebook, a woman shouldn't cook for a man in the talking stage. All I got was what the talking stage is. Talking.
A woman shouldn't cook,
For a man in the talking stage.
meaning she shouldn't be cooking while talking.
No,
Well, she shouldn't be
when
talking
you
to
met-
him.
If I meet you and we just talking,
Hmm.
you shouldn't be cooking for me.
Oh, yeah.
You should be talking.
Getting to know me.
All I got in the comments is, what is the talking stage? Define the talking stage.
You know exactly what it is.
Exactly. Why
Why do
we
y'all
got-
assume
I'm
that
try-
people
I'm
know?
trying to
I
make-
just
I'm trying
asked
to-
the question.
But I'm trying to make a point.
I didn't know.
I'm trying to make a point.
Go ahead.
The point is why the word games. You know what the hell talking is? And I'm not talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what talking is. Why we got to go all around the world to understand what talking is.
Right. So
You know what talking is.
right. So
That's what's happening right now.
right.
The man literally told you what the problem is. Look in the mirror, you'll see it.
Right.
You're selfish. He told you you're selfish. Look in the mirror, all your answers are there. Ain't no damn more talking about that. I done told you.
Yeah.
I don't need to explain no more. That's it.
So I'm gonna go into this a little bit. So Shanita Saunders says, I agree with Veronica 100%. I'm sorry you don't tell a woman to look in the mirror for her answers. That's a punk ass move. If she said that to him, he wouldn't like it either. That's not communicating. So I don't have a problem you agreeing with Veronica. I'm not going at you, but I totally disagree with what you're saying. But what I will do is I'll break this down a little bit. So if that, remember, this is 7 months. This is not 3 weeks. This is 7 months. Something has happened. But as Veronica said, I would give Veronica the benefit of the doubt. But the reason why we're not doing that, because it's 7 months. But let's just say that the conversation started where she wanted to find out from him, and then he gave her that as the initial answer. Then that becomes a problem because he doesn't break it down. We as men that have lived this realize that's not the initial answer coming from that brother.
Exactly.
That's what we understand. So when you say that, Shanita, that's not the initial answer. You're looking at it, and maybe Veronica's looking at it from the initial answer. She wants to know what's wrong, and that's the initial answer. If that's the initial answer, then you ladies are right.
Yeah, he's
But-
wrong.
Right.
He
Right.
wrong.
No,
You'd
he
be
dead
wrong for that.
Yeah.
But this ain't
This
the
has been
initial
going on.
answer,
No.
y'all.
That's the only thing I've been trying to say.
No, it's
No, it didn't. No, you
you
didn't.
was not communicating that.
That's
No, you
why I
didn't.
broke
Wait,
it down.
first of
That's why I
all-
broke it down.
First
like
of all, I did say if this man just told her to look in the mirror, she's selfish to look in the mirror. What else you gonna tell me?
So when you
If he been telling her all this time what was wrong in the relationship, what was going on in the marriage that he didn't like, definitely her fault because he's been telling her this. I'm going by what she wrote in the letter. She said she asked him why he was not having sex with her. Only thing he told her was that she was selfish and to look in the mirror.
So
That's the only thing I'm saying.
I get what you're saying. You playing both sides of the fence with that answer. But just like sometimes when you get personal, when people start talking about certain subjects, because you say you lived that, we're telling you we have lived this and that we know from experience, and we are taking the personal approach tonight, saying that we do not believe this was his initial answer.
Exactly.
That's all we're
and I get that. I totally get. I said that
Well, if
before.
you
I
got it,
get
you
what
would
y'all
understand.
said.
then you wouldn't
But
ask us to
I'm
have us a
going back-
conversation then. Then why would you ask us that?
If you understand that, yeah.
Then why would you keep drilling the conversation?
Because y'all keep drilling what y'all drilling. So I'm going to drill what I want to drill.
But it doesn't make
That's
sense.
why.
But it doesn't make sense.
what you're saying either.
No, it does only make
No,
sense
it
because
doesn't.
it's 7 months.
No,
She
it
ain't
doesn't.
getting no
I
sex.
have the right to ask if he only made that one statement to look in the mirror and that she's selfish. He's dead wrong for not breaking down the problem. If he been breaking down the problem all these months long and she just not trying to figure out what the problem is, then she's dead wrong because she should know what the problem is. It's her. I've been saying this. What did y'all not get?
And we
You didn't.
Like
No,
that.
you didn't
ain't
start
say it
off. No,
like
you
that.
didn't.
You ain't say it like
No,
that.
you
so
didn't.
Yoshi
Okay.
Yoshi
You didn't
says
start off like that.
Veronica
Okay.
Nope.
Go
Veronica
back and look at the footage. It's on
Okay,
there.
I will.
You did
Veronica
not say that.
You summed it
Go
up
ahead,
perfect now.
Victor.
Yoshi is saying Veronica has said that though, fellas. And
Thank you.
And we know that. We
You know that. They're saying I didn't say it.
well, not like you, not like
like
you,
that. You just
not
said
like-
it
You
now.
didn't say it like that.
Either way, it came back to what I just said. But go ahead, Victor.
You know you can change certain words around and it sound completely different and give two different messages and you
Yeah.
can use the same words.
Yes.
Okay, we understand it. All right, moving forward with the conversation. Will this man have a conversation with her? That was your initial question. My answer is no. There is nothing else to talk about until she shows that she is changing. If I don't see any signs of it getting any better, there is no reason for me to ever touch you or talk to you again. I don't want to.
I don't think the talk. Remember, he said he's still.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Right.
You're
So
right.
everything is going down except the sex, because I've been there, and everything has went down except the sex part, and it went for a minute. You know, where I would get a little bitching and moaning and this, that, and the other, but we were still able to function, till it got to the point where it got out of hand. And everybody has their breaking point, and we understand that. You understand? So you're right. But he's not going to have no conversation with her after I done told you what's going on, and you not making no efforts to change this, And I don't know. I don't know what it is. We don't know. We don't know what it is. But whatever it is, it's turned him off.
It sounds like a true lack of accountability. I would think that the lady should really take a hardcore look in the mirror. Am I getting fat? Am I, taking care of my hair, my nails, all that kind of stuff? Am I keeping that same appearance when I first got this guy? Because you can't get in a relationship and get relaxed and then just feel like this guy gonna just be attracted to you because you married to him. You have to hold yourself up.
I agree.
You got to give him something to admire. If you don't want to keep yourself up, then what's the point?
So that part of everything right there is I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I feel like, let me back up. I've never been in a situation where she just blew up, except when she got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? And that, to me, that's a little different. But I don't think, that would matter that much to me, because eventually we're going to go old together. I don't look the same. She don't look the same. So that's not a big factor to me.
Shit.
But to some it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I disagree with you on that. I feel like, I am who I am. If I feel like eating 100 Twinkies today, that's what I'm going to do. But if you just fell in love with my exterior appearance, then to me, that's a little bit, I can't think of the word right now.
We can call it selfish.
I know I can't call it selfish, but, that's just looking on the outside.
Okay, then check this out. What if she ended up on my 600-pound life?
Well, then, even if she did, bro, that's still my wife. Or
yeah, she my
girlfriend.
wife, but I don't want my wife to look like that.
And I get that. So that's when
that ain't
a conversation, I get it. And that's where a conversation has to be had, because you're telling her. So if a woman was to marry you, she already knows your pluses and minuses, your checks and your whatever. She knows
Pretty
this.
much.
So she understands, if I gain 100 pounds, he's going to look at me differently. She should know this.
It shouldn't even be about him.
No, I'm saying she should know
be on
this.
her.
Yeah, she should know this.
She should understand that.
Yeah. But I do agree with, there comes some accountability. And like I said, I blew up to almost 296 pounds is 300 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? And when my wife said, yo, you putting on this weight, you eating ice cream and you Intamins and this, that, and the other, she was sending me that message. So I'm looking at this stage. You mentioned about taking care of your nails, taking your hair. I lost weight. I dress. I smell good. I make sure. I have to have some kind of accountability. And even I'm not in a relationship now, I still have to have some kind of accountability to feel good about myself. And when you get in a relationship and you just let yourself go, and we do get relaxed in a relationship at times.
Facts.
But then when somebody brings it up to you, then you work on it and you do that. So when Yoshi says superficial, no, everything
That's
ain't
the word I was
superficial.
looking for.
Yeah.
That was the word I was looking for. Look, Yoshi said it's superficial.
Yeah. Now then there was another comment by Nicole says, I'm not looking in nobody's mirror. I hate to say it, but that's how the tone comes off to me. I'm not looking in nobody's mirror. You
Why
can
I gotta
go
come off like that?
because she went, you can go about your business. Explain to me what's wrong with me. Here's about you look in that mirror. So that we know what that's tone about. That we know what that is
Same
about.
tone that you have right now, but go ahead.
It's right, because I'm reading it as the tone.
Okay.
But
I mean, we all do that with text messages, so that's
Exactly.
how I would have took it as well.
Exactly. So if the person is telling you to look in the mirror, a lot of times when I do this not on just relationships. I do this on the black family. And when sometimes we say, take a look as a black family in a black community, look in the mirror. Do you know what that means? That means get your ass together, get your act together. That's what taking a look in the mirror said. Take some kind of accountability in life. It's not about just living life and being sloppy. It's about taking some kind of accountability. And not to say everybody, because you're right, a conversation is needed there in a relationship, and communication is important, but it can't be one-sided, because once it becomes one-sided, it causes the other person to shut off or shut down.
I'm gonna ask both. I'm gonna ask you something, Fatim. Would you call a woman the B word in the heat of an argument if y'all together?
Would I do what?
Would you call her the B word
No.
in the heat?
No.
Why?
Because I still I still keep a level of respect for that person.
Because you know it's wrong.
Exactly.
Would you call a woman the B
No.
word?
No.
All right.
Never have.
So we don't have to take it to that level the first time in an argument because we know there are just certain things you just don't do to people. Correct. We know this.
Right.
And sometimes we, in the heat of the moment, you may say something that you could take back, but we should never take it that far. Correct. Right? We'll walk off. When some people with double X chromosomes get into an argument,
Boy.
the gloves come off.
Yeah.
There you talk.
Vicious.
You talk about my mama. You talk about me as a man. You try to break me
I'm
down.
gonna call my ex.
All this shit.
That's what y'all
They
do.
talk about.
Joy.
Women.
Thank you.
Women.
We talking about people. Whoever has two X chromosomes do this. All of them have done it. Every single woman.
Lie. You and you ain't been. You have not been with every single woman. So
Name
do
me-
not say
tell
that.
me one woman that
one
didn't
right
do it.
here. I've never said your mama.
Go home.
You can go home. You can go home.
Are you
I'm-
serious?
Have you been in my household when I was with someone? No, I've never disrespected someone like that and said your mama this and your mama that. I would never do
See,
that.
you pick one
Because-
thing out of what I just
You
said.
yeah, I'm picking
one
one.
thing.
But you said every woman does it.
That's
No,
an
they do
example.
not.
That was just an example.
Name another one.
What I'm saying is y'all break us down. You take the gloves off and you don't keep it to the confines of the argument. What you do is you play on our insecurities.
woman is-
Yes, every woman has done that.
This woman hasn't. And if one of my exes are out there, they can tell you that.
They ain't
I've
watching.
never said nobody mama. And for one, I don't want nobody to disrespect my parents, and I'm not getting to disrespect their parents.
You focusing in on one
Well,
thing.
focus on another one, Victor.
I
What
said
else you
playing
said?
on your insecurities. So you saying you never played on a
You
man?
just you name multiple things.
But
so
you
I
picked
can't.
one thing that you said.
But you said all women does these things. You didn't say just one thing. You said multiple things. So I call out one thing at that particular time. I'm not that girl. I don't know who y'all deal with, but all women is not the same.
Yeah. So I think I understand. I understand, but you can't broad brush to say every woman because every woman probably has not done this. But I do understand that a lot of women that maybe Victor has encountered, or all the women that he has encountered might have done that. So from his perspective, he's looking at it from that perspective. But you can't broad brush this because every woman.
I'm gonna ask you
probably
something. Have y'all ever? So every woman that y'all been with has never done that.
Plenty.
Okay.
Fatim, that if one woman, every woman that you've ever been with, has she taken it too far in the argument?
two out of three has, one didn't. So
It's
I
very
can't say.
common.
You can't say every woman.
You can't say
No, you
every
can't
woman.
say no. We're
you
not
can't.
saying every woman.
No, Victor said every woman. He said
Listen.
every woman.
That's my opinion.
I listened.
That's
to,
my opinion.
I listened to a clip of Farrakhan the other day, and he was speaking on a woman's tongue. He said a woman will say the worst things to try to cut and stick that knife and twist, because her mouth cuts like a razor. Farrakhan said this. Understand this. This ain't just us saying this. This is a common thing. For somebody like Farrakhan to say something like this, he's saying literally the same thing he's saying. It's got to be common.
So what he's saying, and I understand what he's saying, he's talking about the nature, but even when he's talking about the nature of a woman, he still can't broad brush and say every woman has done that, but he's really talking about the nature of a woman. He's basically saying, like, look in the mirror, and if the shoe fits, then you need to honestly make a change in your life. And that's how when people are giving advice, that's what they really mean. If the shoe fits, if everybody is not fitting in that category, then it doesn't work for you. A lot of people don't go through these problems, then these advice is not for you. This is not. But I do understand
See what Patricia say?
what she said.
Right there. Patricia says, I'm not going to say your mama, but if you go low, I'm going to hell. I know what to say to piss you off and shut you up. That's
Exactly.
it. So I'm gonna tell you
Exactly.
this.
Who's getting ready to sit there and let you tell them off though, and just say things to make you look little.
See,
We could be in an argument, and I don't have to go low, but you might think I went low.
there you go. So this is what I say. All women don't like accountability. When we start spitting off facts in the argument, and you're saying, "Well, why you don't want to touch me?" Because you called me the B word the other day, and I didn't like that. Well, you was kind of acting like that. Oh, I apologize for that. You can only apologize for something once. Everything after that, that's habit. You can only apologize. I can understand you do something, you say something one time in the heat of the moment. But once I make you aware of it and you do it again, you did that shit on purpose. Because you should know once I say something, it is what it is. What's that?
Lois wrote F you and the horse you rode in on.
Lois
She said F you and the horse you rode in on.
So
those are things that cut and that make you want to break up something.
Exactly. So, Miss Lois, we cool now because I finally met her. She says that she was in relationships where she says she never said anything. Now, I'm not saying, I'm going to tell you this, I'll be honest, I find that hard to believe. Like, she's a very quiet woman that's standing right there. Exactly. I was baiting you to say something.
My cousin?
I was baiting you to say it. Thank you.
My cousin
That
cuss
doesn't
like a
mean she
sailor.
belittled a man just because she's not quiet. What does that mean?
What?
You said, I was waiting for you to say that. What does that mean? Just because he said she's not quiet, does that still mean that she disrespect the man in such a way that you saying?
Yes.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Yes, that's exactly what that means.
Okay.
I love my
See,
cousin to
look,
death.
look.
Me and her came up like brother and sister, but
There she go.
my cousin tough. She tough.
And we all should be tough when we need to be.
Why? You don't.
When we need to be? So you think I'm going to stand there and let a man call me out my name and I don't say anything?
But that's
I
it.
said when we need
It should
to be.
never get that far.
It shouldn't. But if it does,
It will.
you expect me to stand there?
No,
Thank you.
because I wouldn't expect my daughter.
Exactly.
Gloves are off,
But
gloves
what
are
we're
off.
saying is,
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. I've been in situations where I blew up, but one thing I don't do is I put at least 10 to 20 feet between us if we arguing, because I like to do a lot of hand motions. I do this. I do this. I don't want you to take that as a sign of aggression. So when I start getting upset, I put some distance in between us.
Look at the comment.
Which one?
John.
So I put some distance in between us. So I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with a woman this close to her, because I don't want it. First of all, I don't want to get hit. Second of all, I don't want you to perceive it as me being all up in your face.
Well, we're super close right now.
Yeah, but I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to have a conversation and you arguing.
I'm not arguing. My tone is up.
Yep. And Lois says mature adults can have a conversation / argument without calling each other names like third graders. And some people can do that, and some people can't.
That's hard.
It's because we keep forgetting that if that's your style, we want to judge other people. And you'll probably say, well, what are you reaching for, Fatine? But you got to realize people go out there, they rob, they steal, they fight, they curse, they're not good people. And when you bring that in a relationship, you keep thinking that when two people get together in a relationship, they all are this calm and even keel. A lot of people have baggage with them. It's a lot of things that are generation hereditary that they bring into these relationships. Some of y'all are looking like these are perfect matched up relationships. And we get into these relationships because we make bad choices at the end of the day.
Can I ask you something? Have you ever been in a relationship, dated someone, and said to them, like, you get in a debate, and I'm speaking to you, Veronica. Mm-hmm. Have you ever felt like, well, you know what? I'm done. Then on the way out the door, you say, well, when I walk out this door, I ain't coming back. You ever told somebody that? Or kind of something like, when I leave, don't worry about me coming back, but all that stuff.
I did that.
I'm saying from you as a woman, though. Have you ever?
Have I ever told him that?
Kinda-
if I leave,
kinda,
I'm
sorta?
not coming back. No, I've said I'm done this time.
Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman say stuff like that, and if a man turn around and say, "I'm gonna make you stand on it," Cause see, now you done changed your mind. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it, this and that. So now if the man's stick make you stand on it, is he wrong?
No, but I mean, I was done that time.
But see, you speaking out of the heat of the moment.
No, well, I can say at that particular time when I said that, I was literally done.
But you said it before,
I
though.
didn't go back.
But see, the thing to it is, my point is, what Victor was saying, you only get a chance to do that shit once.
That's it.
So when you talk about you walking out that door, and then when you want to come back, when you go home and you think about what you did, you say, oh, damn, I was wrong. Now you want to come back, well, I'm sorry, this and that, and I do make you stand on that. Is he wrong for doing that?
No, because you said you was done.
Right.
So he took it as you was literally done. So no, he's not wrong.
But why you don't have accountability for what you did? Because you the one said it. So you shouldn't be coming back apologizing. That's accountability. You said it.
It's accountability, but we've all done
Ain't no but.
things.
No.
Ain't no but.
We've-
You said it.
No,
You
I'm saying
said it.
we've all
He
done
didn't ask
things.
you to say that.
You about to make an
No,
excuse now.
I'm not making an excuse. We've all done or said things that we regret that we said or done.
But
Have we not?
I stood on everything
I
that
didn't say you didn't stood on it. I didn't say that. I said we've all done it. We've all done or said something that we regret saying.
We all have. But what I'm saying is, when a person make you stand on it,
They're not wrong because you
they're
said
not
it.
wrong. Okay, then flip that other side. You shouldn't be coming back apologizing because you initiated this. It's your fault.
Yeah.
So where's your accountability in it?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Because I said it. I said those words that I was
No,
done.
you're not being accountable because you're coming back and apologizing. If you
Yeah.
was being accountable,
You wouldn't come back.
But what I'm saying is, yes, you're absolutely correct. But we're human, and we know that we make mistakes.
Oh my
Can't
And
God.
we
do
say,
that.
are you not human?
You can't.
Why
keep
are you?
doing
Oh
that,
my
though.
God! But I'm
That's an
saying,
excuse.
why are you saying, oh my God, like you're not human?
So at the end of the day, if I make a mistake, I have to stand on that mistake.
I just said I'm standing on
No,
it.
you're not. If
But-
you're
But I am
apologizing.
going to go back if I choose to. I'm going to go back and I'm going to apologize.
So why you
What's
feel
wrong
like
with
you
that?
got option?
Would you not accept my apology?
No.
No.
I'm talking to Fatim.
I mean, it depends. It depends. You
On
know,
what it
I've
is.
been there. I've been there. I fought. Cops call.
Hmm.
You know, this is not with my late wife, but my first wife, and we fought, and the cops called, and we had conversation. But unfortunately, it was just a prerequisite to lead up to us breaking up because we just wasn't happy. You understand? So as you're looking at these things, you get these signs. So even though she came back and apologized, or we both apologized for what was done, we honestly should have stood on it because what we said, honestly, it came from our hearts. We did say that from our heart.
Yeah.
But we realized that in life, you go through ups and downs, trials and tribulations, and that we could be the bigger person and come back and apologize, and a separate person apologize and see if we can move forward. That's what life is, and that's what you're
Yeah,
saying. We're
that's what I'm
human.
saying.
But what happens is that when this continues to happen over and over, that you are right, Herman and Vic, the accountability, because now you're saying things and you got to be held accountable, because then you just being reckless with your mouth. And if you're being reckless with your mouth, you're being disrespectful to a person that you said that you love and you're supposed to go to the end of the earth with.
And you only get one time with
You
me.
You're
start-
saying multiple times
You
is the
start
problem.
something. You start something when you do that. Because if you come back and you apologize and I take it back, I say, okay, cool. We start back again, right? As soon as you get in your feelings, now you feel like you can
Do it again.
do it again.
Yep.
And then it gets and like he said, it's not a mistake now. This is just what you do.
This is what you do.
So now, when
And
I'm
this is
looking-
what I allow you to do.
now I'm looking at you different, because now I know this is how you are.
Yep.
And listen to what Victor said. Victor said something that it'll get turned around. He said, this is what I allow you to do.
Yep.
And some people will say, oh, that's controlling. No, what Victor's saying, I'm taking accountability for myself. I'm not going to allow you to continue to talk to me like that, because I'm going to remove myself from this situation.
That's why I walk off. And I really feel like, so I've had people say things to me, and I show no reaction, because being now in my 40s, I realize some people just want a reaction. And if you don't give it to them, they keep pressing until you get to the root of the problem where they get completely disrespectful. And that's fine. And you can come back and you can apologize to me, and I can say, okay, cool. I'm telling you it's cool. just so you can get the fuck out my face. I don't want to talk to you no more. But if you feel like I accepted your apology, that's cool. Because I'm still looking out for your feelings. But don't talk to me no more, because I'm over it. I am completely over it. And I think some people need to realize that, there are some things you just can't mend. No matter what you do, what you say, however you go about it, your tone change. It's just certain things you just can't mend no more.
Yeah, so like this, again, I'm not trying to change this conversation, and it could be a skit on Facebook, or I don't care. But there was a thing that I saw this week where this woman got so mad at her husband for cheating and this, that, and other. She threw his mother's ashes down the toilet. That dude, he's talking to her. She's up against the wall. I hate to say it like that. Dude, if that's true, you cheated and I threw your mother. There's certain lines you just don't cross. And if you cross those lines, I hate to say it, the repercussions going to be a mother. It's going to be a mother. So we got to stop playing with people's feelings. We think that we adults, nobody's supposed to put their hand on you, and people blow their brains out and then they'll blow their brains out.
You saying you adults, you just say women think men ain't supposed to put their hands on them. Let's just say it, just call it what it is.
That's what they
because
think, yeah.
if I would never, ever in my life think of doing no shit like that with a child or some ashes or something like that. You pour my child ashes down the drain.
Mother.
See, look, you pour I know you laughing at the comment. You pour my mama ashes down they know we all know what'll get a reaction out of somebody. And we know what's too far.
And that's definitely
And
too
that
far.
also,
we all know what too
that
far
also
is.
ties into keeping children away. Because they know that'll get to a man. So I'm going to keep this child away from you to aggravate you. That's what that is. That's what that is. Exactly what that is.
That's why some
I'm
men
trying
walk
to
away
get
from
at
the
you.
woman and the
I ain't
child.
worried. It ain't about the child. I'm trying to get at you. So I'm going to take this child out your life. Because I know you want that.
Yep.
So I ain't going to let you see the child, or I'm going to give you a hard time about it.
That's right.
So Cousin Lois says,
It's crazy, but
It
it
happens.
happens all the time.
And you're hurting that child. You think you're hurting that man, but you're hurting that child.
Correct.
Why stop a child from seeing their father, or why stop a father from seeing their child? Would never get there.
Spite.
That's
Spite.
crazy.
Spite.
I'm going to just make me another one.
You know.
You teach Miss Cousin, she not Cuz Parker. Cuz Parker says you teach people how to treat you. And that comes along, I think that comes along the lines of you have to be paying attention in a relationship.
Set boundaries.
Well, you saying boundaries, but I feel like if you set boundaries, that means somebody has already crossed them. So I feel like when we get in a relationship, it's not like we tiptoeing on eggshells, as some people say, but in the talking phases, like you like to talk about, that's where you start to learn somebody.
Exactly.
This is what I like. This is what I don't like. So the boundaries, us setting boundaries, if we're paying attention, you already know how far.
Exactly. So you observe, and because we talked about alpha men and alpha women before, and an alpha man, you already know how far to push that man, because you know he ain't standing on no nonsense. There's some men that just not gonna stand on nonsense, and you women know that. And then there's some women that is not gonna stand on nonsense. So don't bring that crap over here.
I have heard men say, "Man, my wife will kill me." That's a level of respect. It's not because he thinks she's gonna kill. He just got a level of respect. I ain't gonna cross that line because I know that don't fly for her.
No.
So that's a level of respect. It's not that he worried about her killing him. It's just a simple level of respect. And sometimes you can't get it back.
I'm gonna ask y'all
You can't
this.
get it back.
So since you talk about level of respect, let me ask you something. So let's just say you was in a relationship, you broke up, and you was dating somebody new. You know, we hypothetical. And this go for you too. Hypothetically, we speaking, you dating somebody else. Would you take your new person to the same places or hangouts that you and your ex used to hang out? Let's say it was a club, because I don't really club like that no more. But would you take your ex or your new woman to maybe like your softball games or
No.
your cousin spots that you normally would take your woman to?
No.
I would.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I've done this before where I've taken my ex to a restaurant, and then when I got with a new person, I took that person to the restaurant.
Was you known at this restaurant? Like, did they know you at this restaurant?
Not like that. No, they didn't know me like that. It was
I've
like
done
that.
that.
It wasn't like that. But
A
then,
restaurant, yeah.
yeah, but you got to
The
realize.
restaurant was.
But this is, I guess this is a little different from what you're saying because I play softball. So my ex, I took her to the games. We broke up. She married a guy that happened to be in the same league. My wife and kids was at the same game.
That's crazy.
But she's with her husband now,
Yeah.
and my family's with mine. And honestly, my ex is sitting on the same side that my wife is sitting on because the bleachers was like that. But there was no problem. There was no problem because my wife knew that could possibly happen.
That's a little
You know,
different, man. You
yeah.
married.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but that's different. But I see what you're saying. To answer your question, some places I would probably take that new person, depending on what it is, Vic.
Mhm.
Depending on what it is.
I
For
wouldn't
something-
take. I don't think I would take my new person to places like hangout spots where a lot of people come, like hang out. But like a restaurant or something like that, yeah, I'll take them to
Oh,
that
okay,
because
that's what I mean.
but like
yeah, we all
if I go somewhere and I kind of hang out there, and I used to be hanging with this woman there, I'm not gonna take another woman there and hang with. It got to be a hell of a place.
But why? But why not? If you took your ex and you enjoyed the place with your ex, why wouldn't you take your new woman? Because the ex, that book is closed, brother. I'm just asking. That book is closed now,
Well-
and you're moving on. You're both moving on. What if she brought her new man to that place? Not that you was there. Would you care?
No, I don't care at
so
all.
then why should we care if we taking our new woman?
I
there?
just feel like I don't want to do the same thing with everybody.
okay.
So-
That's true. I give you that.
I want Veronica to answer this, but I'm gonna tell you something. If my ex came in the place that we used to hang at and I'm in there, she better hope they ain't got no front door because I'm driving my truck right through that motherfucker. Don't you do no shit like that. As a matter of fact, I'ma back through the damn front door. The hell wrong with you? This our damn spot. This our place. And we break up and you bring some new motherfucker over. Hell no.
But how does people claim you like that? I want to hear what Veronica said. But people, we don't own people. We don't own people, and that's the problem. We look at people as a possession. People, we come together as a mutual agreement, and then sometimes we break up for a mutual agreement. We don't own a person, so why can't they be there? Go ahead, Veronica.
I'm kind of with Herman on this. I mean, it depends on what kind of spot we're talking about. I feel like a restaurant, we all have to eat.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
different.
Yeah, that's different. But if you're talking about like a little cozy, like a little jazz spot,
Yeah.
you know,
That's what I'm talking
like,
about.
and I know that was our spot.
Yeah.
I
And I still go there and you still we may see each
yeah.
other.
Like I feel I feel uncomfortable being there,
You
knowing
need to.
that this was a spot where me and my ex.
Now, if I
used
was
to,
walking through Walmart and saw you with your new folk, I don't care about nothing.
Yeah, that's
I don't care
different.
no
yeah,
more.
that's Walmart.
But I'm saying I'm
What?
taking my friend to the spot now.
What you mean you don't care about
'Cause
Walmart?
I know
No, I thought you saying, like the spot Walmart. Would you
Right.
take someone
What I'm saying
where
is-
you and your ex was shopping or whatever? Would
Okay.
you go to Walmart?
So you said that like you wouldn't take your ex to like a jazz cafe or something like that because that was the spot that you and your previous person was at. Okay, that's cool. But I'm saying one day you in Walmart with your new guy and I come across you. I see you with your new guy. I ain't gonna trip about it, but I know now I'm taking my new person to that jazz spot now.
Oh,
disrespectful.
And
Not
Walmart.
disrespect.
Because we went to
It's not
Walmart
disres-
together.
It's not disrespect. It's just that I know you got something going on, so I know ain't gonna be no issue because
Damn right.
when you saw me, you didn't get no issue.
So
See, I didn't trip on you when you was in Walmart with your folk. So when you see me again with my folk, I'm expecting you not to trip
So
on
are you
me.
saying that we're not supposed to be out in public together?
You in Walmart.
No, what I'm saying is me and you was going to a jazz spot, right? Now we broke up.
Right.
I see you with your new guy in Walmart one night, right? Keep it pushing. I'm seeing now you got somebody. I ain't worried about you no more because if I bring somebody to the jazz spot, I'm almost gonna assume that you're not gonna trip with me because I didn't trip with
But
you.
why are you worried?
Oh,
about?
yes,
Why are you
I'm not
worried?
worried, But I just like I try to avoid confusion.
Until you
but
get-
why are you worried about somebody that you're done with? That's
I'm not
what I'm
worried
lost.
about her.
But you said I wouldn't take her to the jazz spot. But now if I see her in Walmart, now I see you with your new folk.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to the jazz
Walmart-
spot. But why are you worried
There's
about
a
that?
significance about Walmart. I don't know how he feels, but I'm telling you, there's a significance about Walmart. If I see you in Walmart with somebody, I know y'all doing the nasty and y'all ain't using no protection. Especially if y'all together in Walmart. Like, you got to understand, there's just certain things. Like, if I hear, well, you know, let's say me and Veronica was together. Well, you know, and we broke up, and Veronica go with you, and she take you to Cherry Grove Baptist Church. If Veronica take you to Cherry Grove Baptist Church, like he just said, I could go to the jazz spot now with my new chick because she took you to church. That's significant. If you sitting there going to these public places out and about and everybody can see you, then basically what you're saying is you got a new man.
So let's flip that real quick. Since Veronica did it, I'm not blaming Veronica. I'm just using her. It took one person to initiate it. Veronica said, "We broke up. I'm taking that person to the church."
Yep.
She didn't do anything wrong. Like you're not claiming that. Why can't you be the person that initiated and say, "I'm going to take this one to the jazz spot"?
So what I'm saying is when we break up, in a sense, I don't want to be disrespectful first, or it's not like I want to leave the door open, but I don't want to flaunt what I got going on in your face.
That's
so
better said.
Yeah.
That's better said.
So I'm not gonna come around your friend. If I'm doing something,
Like I said,
we ain't on the book.
avoid the
we ain't
aggravation.
doing it's basically me still catering to you and keeping that respect, because especially if I was cheating and we break up on a Wednesday and then Saturday I'm hugged up and I'm taking pictures in the club with somebody else, that's fucked up, in my opinion. But in a sense, we broke up Wednesday, but I'm looking at it from my perspective. You don't do things like that. There's got to be a
Still
grace
giving
period.
a certain level of respect. That's what you're saying.
So say that you and someone have broken
That's more
up for a
self-respect.
year or 2 years.
Yeah.
That's
She
different.
don't have she haven't gotten with anyone new yet. You with someone new.
Yep.
You're still giving this female
Shit, yeah.
respect
Yeah.
because she's not with anyone yet, is what you're saying.
Well,
Yeah,
how would I
to
know
an
that?
extent. To an extent. It's going so there are
So
places.
the other one's supposed to go liking because
No. What I'm saying is there are certain places that I will not go with the new woman that I've done with the old woman. I'm just not gonna do that. It's not. It is out of respect too, you know,
But not directly.
but not direct.
So you're
Indirect.
gonna take the new woman to Walmart.
No. I take her ass to Walmart, but I'm talking about like specific places like a jazz spot or let's just say the
Yeah,
loft.
like I said,
I wouldn't
like,
go if me and you was going to the loft all the time and everybody knew us being in
Right.
the loft and up. I'm not gonna fall off in the loft a week later with this bra.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that because I just feel like it's just odd.
Yeah, that would be odd.
Yeah, and that would be, and I would give you that. I would give you that. But
No,
the
I'm
week
not taking
later,
her to the
yeah, I
jazz
wouldn't do
spot.
that.
Hell,
that.
I
Take her
think 3
somewhere
months.
But
I
I'm
think
talking about
3
a
months
year
is-
later.
A year later,
Oh, shit.
I don't care nothing about that
okay,
then.
yeah, I'm
I don't
rolling.
care nothing about that then.
I'm rolling with bells.
I feel like by now, me and you
I'm
should
walking.
just be,
I'm
everything
walking.
between me and you should have been dissolved by now.
Yeah.
Especially if we don't contact each other, no communication, we ain't got no kids, none of that kind of stuff in the picture. It should be dissolved by a year.
You, Victor, you just answered that though.
No, I ain't.
You still have respect.
I still do. Even after a year. See, one thing I will say, if this is our spot, I'm never coming back. I know Florence is so small, but I ain't coming back. I just can't. That's why I feel like you can't go everywhere with everybody.
Exactly. And I feel like if you at a point in your relationship, friendship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, if you can fall off in Walmart together, yeah, you're pretty much together.
And y'all doing it wrong.
You think about it. If you go in Walmart with a guy right now, 9 times out of 10, you really serious about the person, in a sense.
Veronica,
Now this don't include a friend.
Yeah.
Like for teen, you're
Okay.
going there with somebody. That's not, but we talking about dating. Somebody you're dating. If you got to the point where you feel comfortable enough with going to Walmart, I feel like you're on a serious track there, pretty much.
I can tell you this, Veronica.
Am I wrong?
And I'm 100% behind this. We done been out places with groups of people taking pictures and all that, and people put us together. Me and you couldn't go in Walmart together. Not that one down there. If we did that and one person saw us and we had one buggy and we were together pushing around, they swear up and down Vic knocking the bottom out that motherfucker.
Exactly.
They'll say that.
You ain't even got to have a buggy. Just have something.
this
One
one-
person carrying something.
I'm serious.
This one guy still thinks that. Like, he just will not take, no, you and Victor, no. I'm like, Victor is, they're like, we're like brother and sister. Like, no.
Walmart got that effect.
When we go to Walmart, you're right. That's a wrap.
I'm
Or
not.
Target. If you go to Target.
And I'm not from down here, so I hear what you're saying. So I'm not here to this.
What about the skating ring, Fatim?
That's a problem.
I mean, I
see what you're saying.
The
I see what
skating
you're
ring.
saying. I see
You
what
take
you're
a woman to the skating ring.
Yeah.
I mean, that's legit.
Well, that could be getting to know one. Getting to know her.
But that's what we saying. If
You're dating.
if you take on somebody to date to the skating ring, like y'all together, like skating might not be a big thing down here. Well, let's say in Florence, Darlington,
Yeah.
Hartsville area.
Because
Well,
that's
you-
like getting to know one another. That's like bowling. You wouldn't take someone bowling?
That's
that you just-
different. We talk a skating ring is a little bit more intimate, in my opinion. Especially if I don't know how to skate.
Come on, Veron.
I don't know
but-
how
You
to
remember,
skate.
Yeah.
you remember as kids, we used to go to Skateland USA, and you was out there trying to find a boyfriend, and I was out
I
there
never
trying to-
went. But
You
everybody
always
used to
wanted
go
to meet
skate.
somebody. Yeah, we all went out there looking.
But my question, because I put on one of
I
these
never knew how to
threads,
skate.
I put on one of these threads today. So what if you are in Walmart with somebody? If you knocking the bottom out, or if you ain't knocking the bottom out, I mean, people gonna talk anyway. So what the hell? I don't give a damn. If you think I'm knocking the bottom out, I'm knocking the bottom out. If I'm not, I'm not. I'm not worried about it. I'm just not, because people are gonna talk. And I keep saying again, I come from a big city. And even in a big city, it's still a small place because people know one another and people talk. But down here, it's just everybody know one another.
Man, the world is small.
Yeah, well,
The
it's
world
small.
is
It's
very
small.
small.
It
The world is
is
small.
You know how
man.
small the world is? Do you know Karen Lai used to dance for your radio station?
Karen lie.
So she goes to Veronica's church. She
Okay.
used to be one of y'all dancers.
Okay.
That's how in Darlington, and she watches the show.
Okay.
Was I didn't know WBLS had dancers.
Yeah,
at
we
one
had.
time.
Yeah, we had.
She was one of them, and I don't know if you met her yet.
No.
But yeah, she told me, she was like, because when Veronica spoke, I met her, and she's like, yeah, I don't know if you was at the radio station when she was dancing. Maybe you was, but
Might have been at.
That's
Because we
how-
both stations had dancers. Kiss FM when I was at Kiss, and BLS had dancers, and then we had cheerleaders as well that performed with a basketball.
so that's
team
how
and stuff like that.
so that's how small the world is.
Yeah.
And she's in Darlington right now.
Okay.
I had a, you know, in my video, I had a friend of mine, and I didn't, you know, we're not friends on social media or nothing like that. But they text me and said, I saw your video. I was like, well, damn, all the way in New Jersey? You know, I wouldn't have expected nobody up there to see that. And then somebody in Chicago told me the same thing. I was like, well, damn.
Because that's why they call it the highway, because it travels. It goes any and everywhere.
Beyonce's internet.
Oh yeah.
Beyonce, you can't break that, right? Verizon.
So Karan coming at me, she's saying I keep doubling back and forth. I don't know what she said. I keep talking about our spot. I'm not quite understanding where I double back that. Maybe she can give a little bit more light. I know it's getting kind of late. Somebody got someplace to be.
Watch,
Right.
hey,
Brother
watch,
Fatine, that's
watch-
right.
hey, Vic, watch your words. Don't use the word energy.
Exactly.
Energy.
Don't use the word energy.
Well, I don't see why Karan is saying. She said, in this case, Victor, it really shouldn't matter because eventually you've been cheating all along and found it really easy to move on from the past relationship. So I really wouldn't care. But what if he wasn't cheating? If a person is done, they're done. They're done.
Yeah.
They're done. You know. So I mean, why is it a level of always, cheating?
So Karan says she's saying you guys are broken up. And there's no our, it's her and it's you. So our memories are our memories. We have things together. We have community property together. We have community friends. there's going to be a time that you're going to have to pick your friends, and you're going to, and some of the friends are going to have to side with me and you. They can no longer be our friends anymore. So that's why I said we have a spot together. If we, every Friday night, like he was talking about, we would go to the loft, I'm no longer going there because that was our spot. Now, if I see you and you out and about with another guy, then that may be taken as someplace I can go back, but I don't think I could do that.
So Victor, so I sat back and I thought about that. So I thought about if I did that with my late wife and we went to the loft and then we break up and I know everybody in the loft and I bring the other woman in there, it does make me feel like there is a sense of disrespect to her because other people are seeing that and it's like I'm flaunting in their face. I had to take a moment back from that because it does seem like you are and like you don't care. And it's not that you don't care. It's just that there's still a sense of, even though you broke up, there's still a sense of respect that you want to give yourself and you want to give that person. So I do see what you're saying.
So I'm gonna tell you this.
And I'm not flipping. I'm just
You
saying.
are flipping.
No, I'm not.
He did say he thought about it again.
I thought about it, but I said I understand what you're saying, and I see where it can be a level of disrespect. I'm not flipping because if I want to choose to take you there, I'll take you there. But sometimes you have to think what that person meant to you.
Yeah.
And how you do it. So you got to realize every shoe and every situation is different. Some people I break up with, I don't give a damn. But some people that I break up with, like my late wife, and we went through something, I wouldn't have flaunt that in her face.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Because the type of person she was, not only the mother of my children, but the type of person she was. She wasn't about hurting people, and I didn't want to put any kind of pain on her, especially with somebody that suffered with sickle cell and stuff like that. So I was extra sensitive on something like that. But everybody ain't gonna get that. Some of my exes will not get what she got.
I want to ask y'all something. Have y'all ever lived with somebody and y'all broke up, and you kept the place?
I did.
Okay, me too. Did you rearrange after they left?
Yeah, I did.
You had to, didn't you?
I rearranged, and this is crazy. Hanifa wouldn't change. My ex-wife put up a mural in the living room. I was ready to take it down, and Hanifa, she said, I love this. Do not take it down. But we did everything over except for that mural. She said, I love that. And even though she said, that's your ex-wife, but I got to hand it to her. She did a bomb-ass job. So that's where sometimes a woman can rise above the pettiness at the end of the day because we all have passes. We all have a pass.
What about you?
So Brittany,
Have I ever lived with someone and after the breakup, I kept the place?
And you rearranged. Did you rearrange?
Well, I never had to deal with that because I've only lived with someone one time.
Okay.
And I had to go.
Oh, you left. Okay.
I had to go.
So okay.
And then after that, I was always the person with the place.
Okay.
I never lived with nobody else. I always had my own place. So I've never had a place with somebody and then it was we had to make a decision. Somebody got to go. I never did that. Every place I ever lived was mine. So they had to go.
So when they left, place, did you rearrange it?
I put it to my standards, yeah.
So you did rearrange.
Pretty much what was in there that reminded me of them, I kind of got rid of it because I don't need that there.
Okay. About you, Veronica?
Yes, but not like as soon as they walked out the door. Like eventually I did change some things around, but I didn't like turn the whole house upside down and made changes. But yes, a few things I did change.
Okay.
I'll give you one more real quick. My house now, my aunt left me that house. And my aunt had plaques on the wall and pictures of her stuff and all that.
Oh shit.
And I've been in that house over 2 years now. And literally last week I just finally took the plaques off the wall.
That different. Now that's
you know what I'm saying? But I love my aunt to death. But it's time. I gotta let it go. And so,
that's different, bro. That's showing homage.
My aunt was purple. Everybody called her the purple lady. Walls purple in there. I gotta change them. That ain't me. I love my aunt, but that ain't me. I don't want to walk around looking at purple all day.
But that's showing. Right.
I'm just saying, I change it for me because
when it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
I tell you this, I rearranged my whole fucking kitchen. I made sure the plates used to be over here, I moved the motherfuckers over there. The damn trash can used to sit here, I moved it over there. The pictures, every picture got swapped around. I had to change it. I changed everything.
You didn't
Because I didn't decorate the house to start with.
Okay.
So I had to change it because I'm like, well, fuck, she used to put this chair there. I ain't even like it there anyway. So I had to, even if I just took the chair and turned it like that, that was good enough for me. Everything in the house got
Man,
touched.
you petty.
But it was my crib.
Can't boo-boo in his bathroom, baby.
Sound like you being petty.
You petty, you can't go in the bathroom.
Petty, bro.
You better have a pamper on, or it depends when you go to Victor house, 'cause you better let loose in your pants.
There's one last question. Comment. Well, it is a question from Brittany, and then we're gonna do final thoughts, and we're gonna get out of here. Brittany says, "Is it respect or lingering feelings?"
Both.
Who you asking?
A little bit of both.
Oh, I think it's both. Like you said, I think it's both.
I mean, I can have feelings for a person. You know, I can have like feelings like I don't want nothing to happen to you. I'm cool with you, whatever. But I just don't want nothing to do with you. I can respect you like that, and I don't really think it's really my feelings. It's just a simple baseline respect.
Yeah, baseline respect, and all my exes have a piece of my heart. Now, I'm not gonna sit there and say,
Facts.
yeah, all my exes, and I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about exes that have been in serious relationships. They all have a piece of my heart because we've had special moments, we had building moments, and those moments, I don't never ever forget those, and they're special, to me.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Ms. Mary says, she said it was the energy. Or maybe she's talking about the energy in the house. Yes, I feel like when a woman can walk up in a place and tell another woman's been there just by how shit look. Mm-hmm. So when I started decorating my home, they knew ain't a damn woman put this shit together because nothing goes with each other.
I totally agree with you on that.
But I'll tell you this. My mama redecorated my bathroom, right after me and my ex broke up, and she swooped through for whatever reason to come get something or whatever, and she looked in that bathroom and said, "What bitch you had over here?" Now my mama, she didn't know my mama did it, but she knew there was no way I could have decorated that bathroom with the towels and the washcloth over the towel. With the rug to match the toilet seat cover. And ain't no way I would have thought about no shit like that. The pattern. And she knew you didn't do that. And she was like, what bitch you had over here? And I'm like, my mama helped me decorate this shit. Like, she bought all this shit. But, anyway, women know.
Women know. That's right.
They went.
I had my brother and his wife came, and we was sitting in my living room talking. And, we was having this conversation, and his wife said to me, "Yeah, I could tell a woman's been here because it looked like a woman's touch been here because it used to be rough."
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. Because when Hanifa would go in the hospital and I would get a female friend to come by, and she was like, "Fatin, you wash these dishes?" "Yeah." "No, you didn't. You don't place the dishes like this."
Yeah,
they
know.
They know their
know.
kitchen. They know their kitchen. They know their spot. They know their stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You can't pull a rug,
A woman will put a touch in the house. I give you that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another giveaway how you know a woman is seeing a man. And I saw this when a woman's involved with a man, I could tell when y'all wear hearts. Women don't wear hearts.
What do you mean wear hearts?
Earrings, jewelry.
That's the biggest tell, other than your wedding ring.
I always have my little heart thing on my phone.
Well, that's on your phone. I'm
I mean,
talking
on my watch.
Jewelry.
We talking about jewelry. If you got a heart on, a man bought you that. Y'all don't buy hearts. Some women do.
Thank you.
Some women do. But if I know if you wearing a heart earring or a heart necklace,
I have heart earrings.
Who bought them?
Me. Paparazzi.
Okay, you just selling jewelry, so that defeats the purpose. But women don't buy hearts for themselves. But anyway, we getting close to it.
All right, final thoughts in the letter. If y'all want to do final thoughts.
I'll start. Lady, look in the mirror. If the man is telling you to look in the mirror, you need to really step outside yourself, and just take a real look and ask yourself, what is it that I need to be seeing? Because if you picked up weight, let yourself go, whatever you did, it's obvious it got to be something visual. Because I really don't think if it wasn't visual, he would have told you, he would have been more in depth. But for him to say, look in the mirror, the answers are there, it's got to be visual.
Mm. And what I'll say, I kind of piggyback off what you said, Herm, is that you're still married, you're still communicating, you're just not being intimate sexually with one another. So I would reflect back on some of the things that he has said in the past, and I think I would go to him honestly and not in a challenging way, but not in a passive way, just as a mature, you're the wife, and say, you know what? I look back, I see some of the things. Let's sit down here now. Let's go back over this, and I'm willing to make some changes. Will that help? If he says yes, then that's a start. If he says no, then you kind of know where you're headed, because the way you said you're 33, somewhere there, to go the rest of your life with a sexless marriage, that's grounds of divorce right off the bat. They grant you a divorce there with no sex. So you got to start somewhere, and it's not, huh?
The judge can grant you a divorce.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, they can grant you a divorce on lack of intimacy.
That's
yes,
crazy.
it's
Now,
one
some
of the
states.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Some
one
states.
states. Yeah.
Some
Like a
states.
people there, they
Grant
put
you a
that up
divorce
there.
because
They'll grant you
Oh,
divorce.
yeah.
There's no more
Right.
intimacy, and they call it irreconcilable differences.
No, that's different.
But I'll look it up for you.
Yeah,
but I know for a
You
fact.
can, but I don't think
I-
South Carolina's one of them, because North Carolina has a different law when it comes to. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Yeah, but bottom line is that if you want to take a start from this, and he seems like be frustrated, you got to go there and honestly be serious about putting in the work and doing what needs to be done, and take him and give him that respect, because I think by you giving him that respect and respecting yourself, he will also gain back that respect for you. All right, so that's what.
So I really feel like, if to point out what Herman said, if you look in the mirror and you look like you gain weight, and that's the reason why this man does not want to touch you, you need to leave his ass. Because even if you lose the weight, then now he's attracted back to you. So like Yoshi said, that's a superficial ass relationship, and it's not about love. It's about looks and lust. And right now the lust is gone because maybe the looks is, if that is the reason why he's not wanting to touch you. But I feel like it's more along the lines of what Fatim said, that you're the problem. You need to physically look. I mean, it's not, excuse me, I shouldn't say physically look, but you need to look at yourself from the inner you and think, are you saying things that you wouldn't say to your supervisor? Are you talking to this man like you wouldn't talk to your mother or your father? Are you talking to this man like you would talk to your 13-year-old child? Because if you're answering yes to this is how I talk to my 13-year-old child, and no, I would never talk to my mama or my boss like this, then that is the problem.
I just want to put this, because I always, if I'm trying to prove something, I want to say it. So Victor says the fault grounds for divorce vary by each state, but some of the traditional fault grounds for divorce are adultery, cruelty, confinement in prison, physical inability to have sexual intercourse, and incurable insanity. So if you're right, it varies state to state in a sense of the lack of sex for grounds of divorce.
So thank you all for your final thoughts. And once again, thank you to the lady that wrote the letter. So it sounds like they pretty much want you all to have a conversation now, which is what I was saying. Well, Fatim said that they need to have a conversation. So
If they're gonna
that goes back
continue,
to my point that I was saying as well. You both need to have a conversation to figure out, like, what is really going on. What do you need to do? And Victor made a good point, because a lot of times we as women, we don't and I'm not going to say all women, some of us, we don't realize that we are the problem until late. We don't realize that we are over talking you. We don't realize that our tone and our voice is the problem in the relationship, or whatever. So we do have to look at ourselves as women a lot of time. But
You paint
it
that broad
definitely
brush.
it definitely is a conversation that needs to be between the both of you. Just saying, look in the mirror, that doesn't sit well with me. You definitely need to have a conversation. Sit down as adults. If you want it to work out, have a conversation. And that's for anybody that's going through something. You got to have a conversation with one another. So, wish you nothing but the best, whatever the decision is that you all make. I hope that is the best decision, and especially when it comes to these kids, y'all have children together. Hopefully, y'all can come to some kind of agreement to make it work for the kids' sake. And not saying that y'all have to stay together, but just work it out. Not you ended up hating one another and all that. Just make it work, and let these kids know that their mom and dad can come together and act like adults. So thank you once again for your email letter. Hopefully we helped you out a little. And if you would like to be a guest on Tanky of Life, or if you have an email letter or a topic suggestion, tankyoflife@gmail.com. We would love for you to sit and be a guest with us. A lot of you be in the comments giving your advice and your opinions. But if you would love to come and sit down with us here at CMG Studios one night, we will appreciate it. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. right here on Facebook and also live on YouTube.
I two comments. I know for team you got to go. You might as well go and bounce because I'm about to take somebody's ass up. Just
I just can't. You got me blocked in, so I can't get out.
I'll move my truck, but I got to say this. Karan, you tripping?
What she said?
She says, "Ma'am, don't divorce your husband unless the Lord says so."
Oh, I gotta go.
Here we go.
See, that's that.
That's that. Yeah.
Seek therapists, try individual
I
therapy,
agree.
Okay, but
merge
that's her
into couples. I get that. I get what.
That's what she believes
All right,
in.
all right. And then Tyrone says, and Tyrone, you doing too much too. Go to counseling. Y'all need a mediator because both of you are probably making an emotional decision and responses. That's bullshit as well. That man has already done. I feel like that man has already done said it multiple times because I've been in that situation. They don't need a mediator.
And that was your situation. Everybody's
And
situation
everybody
is
else's.
three of y'all.
That's the
Y'all do
majority.
not make up the majority of men in this world.
In this room.
Just because it worked for you all in that situation
I need a
does
good
not
night.
mean that it's going to work for them like that.
Let me say one
Ron
thing.
has
need a
her
good night. I
opinion.
need a good-
Tyrone has
I
his
gotta go.
opinion.
I can
One
go
thing,
ahead.
just
Keep
I'm
going. Keep
about to
going.
go too.
I'm gonna pull out so you can go.
Look, check this out.
I'll see y'all later.
In my video, your phone, 15. I specifically said that women
Go that way.
are very different.
Wait. Oh, you cut right in front of me. You still would have been. Oh, good night.
But what I said was, women are very different.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one woman like another woman. You're very, very different, but you're so much alike. Y'all like the same things. Y'all do the same things. Y'all move alike. Yes, you do.
Not all women.
This is the point, Veronica. Y'all don't date men. Y'all not dealing with men. I mean, you're not understanding from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand how it is for a man to deal with women. As a man dealing with women, y'all are alike. That's why men move like they do around y'all, is because y'all make it very easy. Y'all are so alike. But you think you're different.
I'm not going to say we're different in so many ways. I mean, in certain ways, in certain things we are, and we do things alike, but not everything.
No,
alike.
of course not. I did say you're different.
Yeah.
But y'all move alike. Y'all like the same type of stuff. Y'all talk the same type of talk. If you look on social media, you'll see specific types of women. You'll see the church girl, the gym girl, the one that want to be the boss, the ratchet chick. You'll see certain types. But guess what? All y'all, not every single woman, but a majority of y'all talk alike. Say the same type stuff. Okay, why is it easy for, let's throw 2 examples. My cousin, you, and Karan. Y'all agree? But you a gym person, she's a church person. My cousin's a Marine. But y'all
All
alike.
talk alike, do everything alike. That's true.
Y'all different, but y'all all alike. That's why men understand y'all in a certain way, because same thing.
But y'all,
Different shell.
but y'all do know that we can say the same thing about. I mean, this whole
that's
thing
fine.
goes both
We're
ways.
not trying to say
We're not-
We're not
But
denying.
that's what I'm saying. Like
we
we think that too when it comes to
men
me.
don't but men don't run around saying, "Well, I ain't like him."
It is
I'm
what
different. When you say men, just like, okay, you just proved
When I
it,
say all women aren't the same,
but
yeah.
you just proved the point. When you say we can say men ain't all men ain't what'd you say? All men ain't
all men are not.
the same, right? We agreed with you.
I mean, I said that you all sometimes y'all act alike in some ways.
That's
just
true.
like women act alike in some ways, but we're not the
Oh,
same.
but you
We're
said-
not all
okay,
the same.
But what you said, men are alike too. You did say that,
Mhm.
and we agree with you. We are.
Mhm.
We are. We all kind of like the same type stuff. We all like football. We all like to get drinks in. We all like women. We like women with fat asses. We all like all this
Some.
pretty much. I'm just
Oh
saying.
my God. Here you go.
See, don't move the goalpost.
Don't move the goalpost,
Don't move
please.
the goalpost. I'm saying, yes, we do kind of roll in the same manner. But when you talk to women like that and you say that to a woman, no, it ain't. I ain't like, there ain't no woman like me. And we all different.
No, you ain't.
You're not.
No, you're not.
You're not. That's all I'm saying.
So I think this comes from a genuine place. When I make comments like that, sometimes I am throwing a rock to see who gonna holler. And when I throw a rock like that and you respond in the way that you do, I already know you're in this category over here.
Exactly.
Who are you? Who?
Any woman.
It's any woman. So
Any woman.
we all have triggers, and I'm like I said, I ain't trying to be funny, but in the years that I've been here, like I said, I'm not for everybody, and everybody's not for me. But I do understand there's a certain caliber of woman that I don't want to be with, and for some of you women, if y'all call them weak, then okay, it is what it is. I like weak women, whatever the fuck they want to label them as. But I like what I like. For a woman to be so assertive until you thinking she's got a penis is not sexy.
At all.
You can hold your own and not be that 5-letter word that you're acting like. And I'm not talking about you. I'm speaking to the masses.
Yeah, because I know I have no penis.
You flexed your little pee muscle when you was sitting in here at about the 8-minute and 30-second mark.
I sure did, because y'all try to gang up on me. I'm the only
You
female.
just said you ain't had no penis. Now you saying you got one.
I don't have a penis.
Yes,
I
Listen,
know you do. Come on,
Yeah.
Veronica. We playing. It's
but
a
I'm
metaphor.
saying, I had to. Y'all was ganging up on me 3 to
No, we
1.
weren't.
No, we
We
wasn't.
was trying to get you to understand a point.
That's all that was. But you
We
took it
wasn't
as
trying
that.
to tell you- We wasn't trying to tell you were.
No, I definitely wouldn't. I definitely
we
wouldn't
just
do
trying to
that.
get you to understand a point.
So there are certain women out there, that are so strong. Those alpha women, I don't even like dealing with because they're unpredictable in certain spaces. Case in point, if the way to bring my food, let's say I order a burger and they bring me pasta. I'm like, well, damn, I ain't ordered the pasta, but shit, it look good.
I ain't about that life.
I hate that shit.
Uh-uh.
Ooh, boy, I hate that.
What? You can't say I ever
No,
did
I'm
that
asking
when we was
when you
together.
say you ain't about that. I was waiting to see where you were going with it.
Oh no, no. For one, I'm easily to get shamed, and that's shameful to me. I'm not going to be loud in no restaurant. Oh no, bring that. This ain't what he. No.
Man, I had a
No.
girl.
I done
That's
had that
not-
happen.
I had a girl trip about the color of the rolls. They too dark. I want the ones gold, and I don't want none that been sitting up there. I want some fresh out the oven. I'm sitting there, listen, you trying to get my
That's
food spit on
crazy.
or something? What the
That's
world?
crazy.
What you doing?
Or
What are you doing?
so you have such a specific order. Oh, we in McDonald's. Hey, I want a Big Mac and make mine fresh. I'm out. I am out. Because when I hear shit like that, that means you don't like leftovers.
All flats.
All flats. Come on with that shit. Chicken is chicken.
Now I do like all flats.
Why?
Why?
But when the waitress come and they
Okay.
and I ordered chicken wings, I'd be like, can I get all flats, please? And if they say, well, no, we don't do that because they come in bags already. Okay, fine, thank you.
Okay, check this out. Have you ever
I'll
asked
take it
for
the way it comes.
you ever asked for all flats over there on Chandler Street? You ever asked for all flats over there? What kind of response you thought you would have got?
Fuck you and them flats.
My daddy would have said,
Get your ass out of here.
Exactly.
You think you at?
So
Can't stand to go to a restaurant and a woman, I don't want this. Put mine like this. I don't want too many of these. Man, listen, what you trying to do?
I ain't doing all
You
that.
trying to
Now,
get
I'm
my
gonna
food
ask for
spit
all
on.
flats. If I remember to ask for all flats, if they can't do it, I'm moving on. Okay, well I take it how it come. I'm not getting to make a
But
fuss over it.
some women trip about that.
No, I ain't.
But you know what?
Oh.
If she's willing to be that specific with the order, I should have this. She should give me the same respect if she in the kitchen, and I tell her this is not
Exactly.
what I want. Make this like this. So, I mean, it's give and take. It's give and take.
Yeah, I have a great. Are y'all done?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all sure? All right.
Oh no, I'm done. I wanted to. I didn't want Fatim to leave, but he has some place to be. But I did want to get that Quran comment and Tyrone comment out. Tyrone, we cool, even though he got little shorts.
So does he, Tyrone. So does them pink shorts.
I no, well, yeah. Damn, how you know my Pete?
Yeah.
No, Tyrone know he dope for that, man. Hey, somebody told Tyrone, say, man, where the rest of your shorts at?
Oh.
Tyrone ain't messing with you, man, but they did say that for real though. Basically when he said a mediator, they're past that because I feel like he has already said everything that he is going to say to her. And well, no, because they still talking.
We're going back to the letter.
Like that letter really resonates with me. Like some letters do resonate with me a lot, but this one here just kind of hits because I was the woman and my children's mother was the man, and she cut it off from me, and she basically told me like, you fucked up. And I get it now because she was talking to me, telling me all this shit you doing is the reason why I don't want to be with you no more. And it was just too late. And there was nothing that I could do because she seen you're only changing because we're not having sex.
So if she would have told you,
She did.
no, wait a minute.
Okay, I'm
if
sorry.
she would have told you, look in the mirror, you're the problem.
She did.
Then you should have known all this time, like you saying, this woman should have known, because she been
Mm-hmm.
telling you this from time again, but you wasn't listening.
No, I
So
wasn't.
that's the point that you're saying. You knew it.
Mm-hmm.
You already looked in the mirror and knew that you was the problem,
Mm-hmm.
but you wasn't, because she would always take what you're saying. I mean,
He really knew he was a problem. He knew he wasn't doing right.
I know. So I didn't know how.
That's going back to this woman.
I
But
know.
he was
Thinking the
just
same
being
thing.
oblivious to what he was doing.
So I get it because when she cut the sex off, she got my full attention.
Okay.
So when I'm like, why we ain't having sex? And she was like, you know why?
So why you can't have this same
Because I was
passion for this woman?
messing up. I have
And-
zero compassion
And
for
I'm
her.
pretty sure she knew she's messing up in whatever way it is, but she want him to sit down and have a conversation.
The whole conversation, her whole letter is blaming him the whole time.
How?
Her whole letter is blaming him.
The only thing she
She
said
said-
was when she asked him, he told her to look in the mirror She did.
blaming him.
She's like he didn't explain to her what the problem was. The only thing he said was
It's he,
look in the mirror.
He.
The same thing she told you.
He told me this. He said this. He that. She ain't never said, well, you know what? I know I was this. I knew I probably picked up some weight. I knew I probably, mouthed off at him a few times. Maybe I didn't have things like he asked me to do, or he asked me to do something and I just don't never do it. She never said nothing about her. She just said what he did.
I don't think she went in like that.
You got to read that. If you all right, so
Not taking accountability.
So sometimes when I'll say this,
Yeah.
when we some of these letters, we factor in our lives into it, and we put ourselves in this situation, and sometimes we do add things or add our feelings to the letter. So that's why we can go hard sometimes. Listening to this letter, like I said, I was her. And Tina will tell you, we was together, 12 something years, 13, 14, 15, something like that. Anyway, she told me, I remember the first time I got caught, she was like, this shit ain't gonna last forever. But she was in a spot that she really couldn't afford to leave at that time. But I was still, doing whatever, and, coming home late, doing all this. And then finally, when she was able to break away, she came up with her plan, and she got her education, became a RN. She cut that shit off. I can't even be mad at her. I can only respect it because she told me for years, I'm talking about years, this ain't, you keep on.
So why you can't have that same compassion for this woman that knew if this man kept, like y'all say, he's been telling her, and now it's to the point where they're not having sex. So why you can't have compassion for this woman that she was doing the same thing that you was doing? She was talking out of line. She been with her tone and doing this and doing that, whatever the case may be, where it got to this point where her husband is not having sex with her and he's telling her that she's selfish and she need to look in the mirror.
Okay.
You're saying that you went through that same thing. You've been in her shoes. You know how it feel, and then now it's to the point where the man is like, okay, like I really don't have anything to say to you. Go look in the mirror. You are the problem.
The difference.
Why you can't understand what she's talking about?
The difference in what he's saying is he said, I can't.
It's your opinion now. This ain't what Victor's saying. But go ahead.
I'm saying what he said. He said, I understand. He took accountability for what he was doing. She's not.
He understood when she was getting ready to leave. He didn't say
point.
he understood when all this been going on.
The thing to it is he understands why the situation. Yeah, okay. That's why he can't look at her and he understand being in her shoes. He know what it is that he wasn't doing. He understand I was the lacking person.
Now.
Right now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I'm looking at her situation, I see what you're doing, and you could have fixed that.
But
because
she's
I would.
Not at the point.
No,
where
what he's saying is
now.
What he's saying is he's looking at what she's doing right now, and I know from experience by doing that I could have fixed my situation, but I kept moving like I wanted to.
Right.
So now I'm telling you, lady, you should be trying to fix it right now.
Because you still got
the dude telling you.
He still got the opportunity.
I did this, and I'm telling you where this is going. I'm telling you from experience, this is where you're going with. This is what you're going to end up with.
Yeah.
If you don't fix this now. Because I did this, and I knew from my experience, I didn't change. I kept doing the same thing, and she left.
Right.
Okay.
But that's not how y'all was
That's
going.
exactly.
No, it wasn't.
I'm answering
Victor.
your question.
No, yeah, you answering my question, but I'm
Right.
saying y'all was going in on this woman.
Yes.
Now
But
you
you asking
that,
why he can't be sympathetic for her situation if he went through it.
I have no
He
sympathy.
shouldn't be sympathetic because he understands that if you take accountability for what the fuck you doing in there, you wouldn't be
But
in this
he didn't
situation.
take accountability when he was
He
going through it.
didn't.
I didn't.
So
That's
why can't you give this lady the same opportunity?
because he has all
Why you
the
do
reason
this?
you not. All
Break
right.
it down.
So, I have zero sympathy for anybody who cheats because I was a cheater and I've been cheated on. All right. I can only tell guys moving forward, do not cheat on your old lady because these are the things that can happen.
I say it now.
All right.
I say that now.
So that's zero sympathy for cheaters.
Mm-hmm.
If I've been in there. So with this situation here, I've been in a relationship where somebody told me, Vic, I need you to do this. I need you to be home more.
times.
Yes. I mean, like I said, anytime more than once, it's a habit. I need you to stop doing this. You spending too much time with your friends. I have zero sympathy for somebody who does not listen to their partner when they're trying to talk to you.
It's either a habit or it's intentional.
Exactly. So I have zero sympathy for her because because I was her in my relationship. So if my partner has told me numerous times, you fucking up, I'm going to leave you if you keep going down this path. And I didn't believe her. You know why? Because she didn't leave. So my behavior continued. She was showing me positive reinforcements or whatever by always being there. So when she finally left, I was like, damn, I should have changed. Maybe I should have listened. Because she gave me the playbook on how to keep her. All I had to do with these 107 different things that she wanted, and maybe we would have still been together. But that didn't happen. I wanted to do my own thing. That's why we're not together. And that's why we broke up.
Yeah, I had a girl.
It was my problem. It was my fault.
I had a girlfriend one time, and the one I said I was living with, and I was wiring houses at the time, and shit hit the fan, and she told me she was done. I called her one night, and she came to where I was working on a house in Florence in the cold and stood out there and helped me wire a house. But she was done with me. She was really done. But she was, you know what I'm saying? And it's like she was still there giving them positive reinforcements, but she was done. I didn't change my behavior. And see, she was still there. My behavior continued. But eventually, she left. Well, I had to go. I had to leave. And that's what he's trying to get you to understand about this lady. You need to change whatever it is you got going on, because if you don't, you're going to be asked out.
She going to lose the man. I'm going to just say she'll lose him. If she wants to keep him, she's got to change.
Got to change something.
If she don't want to keep him, just keep doing what you're doing. If that man is that important to you, now I will say this: there are certain things about myself that I'm not going to change. I'm just not going. I'm not going to bend on. And if this is a non-negotiable for a woman, then we just can't be together. I mean, that's okay. Everybody ain't meant for each other. But if she wants to keep this man, you're going to have to do something different. And right now, he ain't willing to change. He ain't budging on shit.
Yeah, because according to you all, he's been saying it multiple times. He's not going to. He's like, he's done.
But the thing is, he's still being intimate, and he's still talking to her. So I feel like whatever the behavior is still showing up because he hasn't seen the change yet. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Chat full of corrupted software.
Well,
I see that.
All right, so it's going on 10:30. It's been nice, but Tina's already left. Thank you so much, Herman, for sitting in with us tonight. We appreciate it. Vic White.
One more thing. So, goddamn, Karan is really pissing me off tonight. I know, but I got to go at your girl one more time, Veronica, and I'm going to just say this. She says, oh, my gosh, marriage isn't a one-sided thing. Oh, my gosh. OMGOSH.
I'm saying how you said, oh, my gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Marriage isn't a one-sided thing. And it's not. It's two people in it and one person is having an issue, so it's our problem, Karan. So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, and I think he may be on one leg, but he's not done.
No, he's not done
because he's still there. So he's not done. What I say? You done.
Done is done.
Done.
Done is done.
No, if he don't want to touch her, he might be already done.
Done.
7 months. That's a very long time.
It's really not. It's not.
To not be intimate with somebody who you in the house with.
That's not a long time. To be honest with you, That ain't long. That ain't that long, complications. I mean, I can go so many different extremes, but 7 months ain't that long.
I don't agree with that.
It ain't. I mean, it really ain't. Now, I've never done nothing that long. I mean, I've been some months without, but not 7. But I want to say maybe about 4 or 5, but not
You
7.
went that long.
Yeah.
With someone that you was in the house with.
Yeah. One time was with a pregnancy, and the other time that motherfucker was done. So it happens. It happens.
All right, let's get out of here. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. 10:30. We appreciate y'all each and every Tuesday night right here, CMG Studios, 8 o'clock. Until next time, y'all have a great weekend. Tank It to Your Life is being brought to you by Journey Soap Bar. We're going to go through these comments. We're going to see all the guys, the men that been that sent stars, that been leaving comments, that shared the video, whatever the case may be, and we're going to put your name in the drawing for a gift basket for Father's Day coming from Journey's Soap Bar, located in Hartsfield and also in Florence. 2 locations to go get your shopping on. Ladies, kids, if you're watching, you can go get your dad or your husband, the father of your children, go get them a nice gift from Journey Soap Bar. She have everything from soaps to oils to body sprays, whatever it may be. Kendra is the owner, and tell her you heard it right here on Tangy Tea of Life. Look her up on social media. Until next time, we will talk with you guys then. Love upon one another and live this thing called life to the fullest. Thank y'all so much. Have a great night. Happy Father's Day.
Bonus noches. You didn't say